Welcome, everybody, to the Get Bit Podcast for blurs, for nerds. If you have a fandom, you are most certainly welcome here. We are your hosts of the most, myself, Spartan, Safari TV. Show Guy Joe is back on his way home for Mortal Kombat 2, so we'll definitely be looking forward to his insight on that review, spoiler-free, of course. But Safari, sir, I know you just got off an exercise bike after playing Shredder's Revenge on Safari TV Gaming, sir, but it is the weekend. How are we feeling?
Can't complain. I don't know if everybody saw the update video I posted. I'm finally turning this place into a little less of a chaotic spot, so somewhat revamping this bedroom into a home. It's nice. It's starting to feel comfortable finally.
Yeah, Extreme Makeover, Safari Edition. Understand about that.
Doing what I can on a budget.
A big budget is the word that everybody's using right now. Oh, dear God, I'm almost won the testimony. Outside of that, guys, as you can see, we are on the little bit of the older side, leveled up side, so we do try to watch our language, but words do fly. At the same time, guys, we do show movies and video game trailers that might be too intense for younger viewers, so viewer discretion is advised. Welcome, as I forgot words. So as we're waiting for our third compadre, because I'm pretty sure he's going to have definitely a lot of words to say about Mortal Kombat 2, although it is out right now. If you have seen it, let us know in the comments what you think. Spoiler free, of course, because not everybody is able to go to the movies right now. So if you like it, you don't like it, again, try to be as spoiler free as humanly possible. Let's respect everybody else to try to see this movie. But from what I've heard, a lot of people are liking this. Some people, may not like it. It's okay. Not every movie is going to win everybody over. But let us know what you guys think in the comments.
I still got to go watch the first one. So I don't know why I didn't sit I have HBO Max since COVID. I don't know why I never sat through it. I think I just saw I saw all the complaints about Cole and because we got Godzilla and Mortal Kombat at home, didn't we, during the pandemic?
Yeah. It was the new Empire we got to see at home.
No, it was just Godzilla versus Kong, remember? Because New Empire was the latest one with the Scar King.
Oh, right, yeah.
But
right.
I think I got too caught up in the monkey and the big lizard antics, and I saw it was like, oh, Mortal Kombat sucked. I'm like, y'all watched it for the story, and who the hell is Cole? Maybe I'll skip this.
I will say this: make sure that you're good and awake. The reason why I say that, again, I got nothing against Mortal Kombat. What they try to do with Cole, I will say this for those that haven't seen it. Please view it as the same way you view the previous Mortal Kombat movies. Do not take it too seriously. There is going to be some deviation away from the lore. At the same time, a lot of you are going to be wondering where does Cole fit in all this. So I would say watch it with fresh eyes. And let us know what you think, because I'm gonna leave my own judgments to myself. But but as we're waiting for Joe to get back, to definitely give his opinion on that and other things that happened during the week, we can start with another trailer. The Odyssey, which again, this has been Christopher Nolan's long gestation of another attempt to tell a Greek mythology story. But it's Christopher Nolan, it's Nolan, so expect a lot of music. Expect a lot of wide shots and Matt Damon and Tom. I'm sorry.
It's all practical effects. So any lizards or monsters or demons you see were summoned by Chris Nolan personally.
Very much.
If you were there as an extra, you were there to make blood sacrifices. We appreciate your contributions to the arts.
Damn. That being said, here's the trailer.
Tell me what you remember.
A wife? A son?
And then what?
We won the war. Help me go home.
This is a household waiting for master. I want you to choose me.
Ithaca's king is coming back.
No, he's not. What would he do if he came back here to find all these suitors in his house?
You're pining for a daddy you didn't even know, like some sniveling bastard.
Who's looking after your wife and son?
Do you see?
My dad is coming home.
Bringing vengeance. Bringing it all.
Okay.
I need everyone at this party dead.
I can still save them.
You're a man who needs to control his fate. But you cannot control this. That world is gone.
No one could stand between me and home. Not even the gods.
Keep us straight!
I think it's asleep.
All right. So that, as you guys can see, was the Odyssey, and it is coming out July 17th of this year. Matt Damon does play the role of Odysseus again. If you don't know what the Odyssey is, it's basically about a guy trying to get back home after a long war. Only to find out that, well, everybody is pretty much trying to take your place. Your wife and your son are trying to hold it down, and you ticked off the gods long enough to where there are years in between before you finally do get home. This doesn't take away from the NBC version. For all those that remember the NBC version from so long ago, I will say this: the Odyssey has always been an interesting mythology story to me, and how Nolan's take on it looks good. Again, I'm not mad about Tom Holland. Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson as the bad guy in anything is such a new take. Like, I was so curious as to what they're like, because they know everyone's in here, like Punisher's in here too, which I didn't realize these are all. I'm blanking on the story of the Odyssey. I understand we're in a literary crisis. Teachers, this will be on Blu-ray by the time school is back in session in the fall. If you want to get your kids, if you want your kids to be interested, have them read the story and then promise them this movie. I mean, class will probably end by the time they get to the good part anyway. But
you ain't wrong.
And then Zendaya is in here, I believe, as well. I think Lupita, I can't remember who all. I know there's a couple other famous actresses in here as well.
Oh, there's a lot. Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Anne Hathaway, Robert Pattinson, Lupita Nyong'o, Zendaya.
Yes. Okay, so Lupita is in here. I think she's playing Athena, right?
Yeah, she plays Athena.
Okay.
That was the big thing, which again, incels always kept their head about, because when she was actually casted to play Athena, and the incels came out and said, "Well, that can't happen because what, a god can't be black?"
We're literally watching. We watched. I think I saw like a Cyclops and a giant and the freaking Templars from Twilight Princess storming through the woods. Like that's what I also like. It's very much a Nolan grounded, realistic film, but also there is some other really like otherworldly shit in here. Like we just watched like the Knights of the Round summon through the woods and come sling people, and this dude is commanding an army. I didn't realize those were all suitors at Tom Holland's house.
Yeah. I mean, technically, because mythology, I will say this, it's mythology. Sometimes it's supposed to be 11, sometimes it's supposed to be 1100. Whatever works for the movie. I'm not arguing that. But
I wondered, because that was like the teaser, was Tom Holland being at like the dinner table, and then John Baratheon's character is kind of like entertaining the whole room. So I'm like, I thought that was part of the Odysseus' army. Like I didn't realize that was all just people up in his crib the entire time. So perspective on who's playing who and how this is going to play out.
Yeah. But I will say this about Robert Pattinson. I am still on the apology tour for the Batman. Sir, it looks like you're gonna kill this role. It does. And Holland, let's be honest, Holland, I want that guy to expand so far from Spider-Man because technically that is your bread and butter. That's where everybody's gonna be kind of comparing you to, even though you did fine in Uncharted. I actually liked you in Uncharted. But
you know what's funny? He actually had a role where he I'm trying to find the name of it. It was this super religious film where he was like not like a monk, but he was like one of those monastery type boys that always wear the robe, and it was like an indie film, I think, and they were transporting God's rock, and they were trying to go on this pilgrimage, and people were hunting them down to the point where folks are getting like bow and arrowed, but the religious leader was like, no, we have to keep staying the course, and Tom's character finally breaks. I think it's The Pilgrimage. That's what it was. An Irish medieval film. So yeah, an Irish medieval film. Let me see. Yeah, so let me see. Tom Holland. Let's see. Yeah, The Pilgrimage. I think it's called The Pilgrimage. But yeah, Tom Holland and these guys are basically like on this religious crusade to like, I forget what they're all doing, but I know at the end Tom is just like, fuck this, and then dumps the rock in the water, and the crazy priest like sinks with it because that's God's rock, and Tom's like, well, he can have it back. So this isn't unfamiliar territory to him.
Wait, John Bernthal's in this one too?
Oh, I guess he is. He might be the bad guy.
He was in this one too.
I don't fully remember. I just remember at the end, this Tom is like trying to stay the course of God's path to the point where, I think the Baldy here, he was like, I'm not doing this. God wouldn't want us to die for this boulder you're trying to carry. So it was an interesting flick. If you ever get time and you if you want to like a palate, if you want an appetizer before the Odyssey and Tom, whatever he's doing here, maybe watch this. If you want to say, I only see him as Spider-Man, check this out, then go see the Odyssey in IMAX, because Nolan on the biggest screen possible will never disappoint you.
That is still crazy that him and Berntthal have actually been in more movies. Spidey and Punisher have been in more movies that I did not know about.
Which makes more sense for the Brand New Day. Yeah, so I remember this beat. So yeah, it makes sense for Brand New Day because now we know those actors have more chemistry on top of being Spidey and So I remember this part of the movie. Bernthal is fighting off these people to help Tom, and it's if you want to get ready for Odyssey, I recommend this movie. And then you can go lightheartedness with whatchamacallit, with Spider-Man. So yeah, Frank and Spidey have some chemistry here, and which I think their history of working together, now that I'm putting it together in real time, will pay off more on screen. So
I might have to go find that movie because I'm like, I've never heard of it. So
Bernthal's a beast. Like, he's actually very good with the action scenes, regardless of whatever it is, whether it's like Walking Dead, Punisher, that film. He actually does very well in that movie. So if you want it, I would check that out. If you don't know the Odyssey, you don't know the story, your high school didn't do it, maybe check out The Pilgrimage and then work your way to Odyssey.
I can't say anything. I'm as old as we are. We got to see the NBC version in school to a certain extent.
Man, we read the book.
To a certain extent, we got to see the NBC version.
Was that the old cheesy version? That Okay, that's probably what I watched too.
The one with Vanessa Williams in it?
I think so.
That was it when she played Calypso. She played Calypso and pretty much told him, yeah, 5 days, you've been here 7 days. No, you've been here 7 years. A day on this island is like a year. You've been here 7 years. And at the same time seriously. Again, I don't know if you can even find the NBC version anymore. I'm pretty sure somewhere on the Grand Line exists. But no, I agree with Tafari. If you're gonna watch a Nolan film, watch it in IMAX. This Odyssey looks great. I can't knock it. Can't find anything wrong with it. But yeah, let us know what you guys think in the comments. Because again, the Pilgrimage is gonna be stuck in my head. I'm gonna go find it. What are you saying, Tafari?
No, I'm telling everybody, just go leave your thoughts below if you're hanging out with us or watching the post.
Yeah, because I definitely want to see that. But speaking of things that I did not know about, This one is definitely up there. Pac Man Snack Breaks. We were actually talking about this. What's up, Bama Roll Tide? We were talking about this because number one, I never perceived to know everything that's going on, especially in the video, and especially when it comes to video games or anime things of that nature. But Pac Man Snack Breaks, according to Tafari and others, this was a spinoff of a previous attempt at something, wasn't it?
I don't think it's a spinoff. I'm just saying it reminded me of that because my uncle, back when we used to be here as kids in this house, I remember he had a Pac-Man game for the Sega Genesis, and you were like walking around the city just doing like odd chores and like daily life tasks and hang gliding, and I'm like, this kind of reminds me of that. So, but we can take a look at it, and I will actually see if I can find that game while we're doing that.
All right. Well, for everybody else, this is called Pac Man Snack Breaks. Yes, that's the actual title.
See ya, Pac-Man.
Be safe!
Don't get lost!
Oh, memories. Well, time for the next level. Snack break! Let's roll! Oh, amazing! Huh. Whoa, power pellet!
Well, that was short and sweet and to the point. So that was the teaser trailer for Pac Man Snack Breaks. Let me go back a little bit. It looks like it will only be on the YouTube channel, the Pac Man official channel on YouTube, premiering May 22nd. And I'm gonna be honest, looking at it, I'm inclined to see, because like I said, this is new to me. I've never really heard of this, and I think, Bama, what were you saying? Pac-Man 2: The Adventures.
Pac-Man 2: The New Adventures is the game that I was thinking of. Yeah, you start off on you start off at his house. He's got a dog, and then you're in the city. Next thing you know, you're in the woods and you're hang gliding. And Mrs. Pac-Man is sending you to go to the store to get milk for the baby because she's crying. And I was like, because we don't have there's not really a lot of lore with Pac-Man. Like, people forget that I'm also noticing that the bag he's holding is literally the level board.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't have a lot of Pac-Man lore, but and I think that what he came out, that's actually the village they have in Sonic Cross Worlds. So I think they're trying, and I know they have a new game that's either out or coming out with the Sonic crossover in it. So I think they're trying to build out the Pac world and show, hey, there is story in this game outside of just eating dots and the arcade machine. And if they want to go to YouTube, not have to pay some streaming service, that's fine. And clearly this looks like it's going to be kid friendly without being made for kids. So whatever they're hoping to get out of this, man, I hope they get it. Pac-Man's fun. The Pac games have always been the out there stuff has always been fun as well. So
that's the thing too, is that, not to cut you off, but that's the part where I'm just like you said, Pac-Man, if we really think about it, and I'm one of those, to me, I thought it never had lore. It was just a guy that's just trying to outrun the pellets and not get hit by ghosts. That to me was the extent of what I knew. And Mrs. Pac-Man, because apparently we need to have a Mrs. for every game. So this does, for me, as someone who has next to nothing in Pac-Man outside of the video games, I want to see what this is about, because it does kind of, like you said, it does kind of give them a canvas to do something with it. Like, you can actually create a story. Not to say there's not any lore. There probably is some lore, but at the same time, you can create something that's fun, and of course, it's going to be kid friendly because obviously you know who your target demographic is. But no, I dig it. I kind of want to see on their YouTube channel what else they can do. What do you say, Bama? Remember, it did have a cartoon back in the 80s by either Ruby Spears or Hanna-Barbera.
I feel okay. That sounds vaguely familiar, and that might be what that game was based off of.
I
just know I plugged the game in because my cousin or my uncle had a Sega Genesis, and I was like, all right, Pac-Man's got a whole fan. Like, we just started the game like, he's got a house, a dog, a wife, and a kid, and go to the store. I'm like,
he's right. Oh, yeah, Bama, you're right. You're right. Let me
produced by Hanna-Barbera and Namco. Okay, yeah, it did. It did.
Yeah, it's right. I just happened to the beauty of YouTube, I guess. I mean,
okay, yeah. If we are, if we're trying to get another just another world of Pac-Man going, I'm not mad at it. But yeah, this looks like it'll be just a fun thing to watch. Not sure how long the episodes will be, but yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm just surprised. Like, I vaguely remember this. It's on Boomerang. It's on the Boomerang channel on YouTube, but I completely and utterly forgot about this, which kind of screams a lot. But no. But again, not to take away from the current series that is basically happening on the 22nd. It looks like it's going to be cool. I can't knock it. And like I said, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. But speaking of things, switching gears for a second, because crossovers and things of that nature are happening, we're getting a Sonic the Hedgehog Godzilla crossover. I'm gonna leave my thoughts until we actually finish watching this, but here's the announcement of the trailer. So that's pretty much it. We are getting a Sonic the Hedgehog Godzilla crossover comic this year, July 2026. I'm not trying to look. Don't get me wrong. I am glad Sonic is getting a lot of press. Do not get me wrong. However, the Godzilla crossovers, because it was Godzilla and X-Men, Godzilla and Avengers. I'm just gonna be real honest. I am kind of tired of Godzilla crossing over into every universe. I am. Now, does that mean that Sonic can't do the same? I wish Sonic would do more of the same, but I just think that for the simple fact of the matter, again, I know this is probably not going to be. I am probably not going to be the target demographic in this. I know those that love Godzilla stories, love Sonic stories. It might be more geared to them, and that's fine. I just know for me, it's like what DC and Sonic are doing right now in their comic.
Yeah, because we got because we got the DC Sonic crossover.
Yeah,
going now.
Yeah, so it's like. Now, the DC Sonic crossover, I love that. The whole entire conversation between Flash and Sonic and Shadow and Batman and Knuckles and Superman, Amy and Wonder Woman, Silver and John Stewart's Green Lantern. I like that. That to me makes sense because you're telling a whole brand new story across two different fandoms. I get it. That makes complete and total sense. But I'm not knocking this. Like I said, I am not knocking Sonic the Hedgehog and Godzilla. I'm sure it's going to be a great story. I just felt like it's too much Godzilla to me. But I'm pretty sure somebody else is going to like it.
I think they're just happy that the Lizard is having his comeuppance between the Warner Brothers films and then with the -1 stuff, and now -0. So, and I think everything goes back to the same company. I think it all goes back to Toho, doesn't it? So
yeah.
I mean, hey, as much money as we can get out, it makes sense that it's Mecha Godzilla and Mothra, and I'm sure real Godzilla will show up to knock everyone's block off because you already had Godzilla beating up Superman, and power scaling would just be all over the place. So
yeah. And like I said, I'm not trying to knock it. I just know that I've had my fill of Godzilla crossovers, but Joe, welcome back. Glad to see that you made it home safely, sir. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So your opinion, sir, before we get to your Mortal Kombat impression, but we just actually got through talking about Sonic the Hedgehog Godzilla's crossover comic that is happening in July 2026. Any thoughts on that, sir?
At this point, I want to know what would he not fight for $1? I really got to know.
We all want to know at this point.
Year 2000 Godzilla.
But don't get me wrong.
Fought him and killed him like 2 hits.
And
then get a 3-hit combo on the Broderick one.
As Bama says, Godzilla and the Brady Bunch. Dang.
I mean, hey, if they have the not dark, they have the Scooby. I mean, if they want to promote the film, you could.
Dang, he had a list. Godzilla
was
Mario
also
Brothers.
done.
Was it? I think that's already been. I think is that actively happening?
I don't know. I mean, in the Energon universe, it's really Transformers and G.I. Joe.
No, but there was.
But
there was an episode in the Super Mario Brothers Super Show where they parodied Godzilla and King Kong as Giant Mario and Giant Koopa.
Oh yeah, that is right. You are right. So yeah, you can't say that's been done before. But Joe, we know you are freshly back from Mortal Kombat 2, sir. So although as spoiler free as you can, sir, your opinion on it.
I'm trying to phrase this as how the Jedi Council told Anakin, we recognize that you are a Mortal Kombat movie, but we do not grant you the title Mortal Kombat movie. It was fine. Fatalities were everywhere.
Okay.
They were polite enough to even clean up a certain corpse that didn't need to be there to begin with. And we need more Kano.
Okay, so is it okay? I'm trying to word this without not you spoiling it. Is there elements for a third movie?
They make no goddamn sense, even worse than the actual Mortal Kombat movies or Mortal Kombat games, but there is an in for a third movie, but
okay.
It makes no goddamn sense.
I was trying to find the best way to say it. As Bama says, was it bad, Joe?
No, it wasn't bad. It was entertaining, but at this point, I think at my age, I'm just able to recognize a good movie from a bad, entertaining movie.
Okay.
Like, if you're there for, like, Mortal Kombat stuff, and, I'm not expecting high cinema. I'm expecting to be entertained, and I was entertained, but at the same time, I'm also sitting there next to my friends, like, aside from, like, a few laughs in the fight scenes, are we actually enjoying this? And we all was like, no, we're not. The fight scenes are good. The gore is there because it's Mortal Kombat, but, like... In all honesty, the WB games have a much better and coherent and well-written and well-acted story.
Fair enough.
Like I said, go see it. It's not bad. I'm not saying don't go see it. I'm just saying if you want a better Mortal Kombat experience, the game mode, story mode.
As Bama says, in other words, wait for streaming.
No, I mean, it can be watched on the big screen because, I mean, there's some really nice cinematic things worth seeing.
Okay.
Again, this is, if you want something a little bit more comprehensive, better use of characters, and go watch like VODs of the MK story games, with maybe the exception of one. No, actually, even one had decent story.
Okay. Well.
Oh, there we go. A good comparison. This is about as good as the MK1 DLC story.
All right, say that one more time, Joe. It kind of broke up when you were saying it.
Give him a minute.
Yep.
Yeah, like we all keep freezing for a reason. Don't know why.
All right, now we can hear you. Say it one more time, Joe.
No, I was saying this is as bad as the MK1 DLC story. Okay. All right. Now we can hear you. Say it one more time, Joe.
All right, now we can hear you. Say it one more time, Joe.
No, I was saying this is as bad as the MK1 DLC story. Okay. All right. Now we can hear you. Say it one more time, Joe. as good as that Chaos Rules DLC.
Okay, so the DLC that nobody wants to remember. Because I remember Chaos Rules, and yeah, that wasn't a very good. That wasn't a very good one.
I didn't think it was worth killing the game off. Like I think MK1 could still be going, but that complete edition came out super quick.
Yeah, now that's spoiling. Now, Bama, we can't say that that's spoiling it. That would be spoiling all one of Golden Collection. That we can't say that. So we can't say that. That's gonna be one that you're going to find out for yourself. We can't ask Joe to divulge that information unless you reach out to Joe. Unless you reach out to Joe himself. But that's going to be on you. But no. Thanks, Joe, for that. So we did want to wait for Joe to get back because again, there was a lot of news that we want to cover. But say what? Oh, my bad. I thought I'd interrupt you for a minute, Joe. But we did want to wait for Joe to get back just because we did want to cover this, and I'm glad because Joe will have more information about this very well-known actor than I will. So I'm going to go from here and just say that it is our sad duty to report that as of May 6th, Kenji Ohba did pass away. Again, this was a guy... if you haven't noticed, or know or may not know, again, I am new to Space Sheriff Gavin. Joe himself actually will have more information on this once he pops back up. But I did want to sit there and say that this is a man. Again, he had passed away under treatment for an illness. You may know him as Space Sheriff Gavin, Battle Kenya and Battle Fever J, Denzai Blue, and Denji Sentai Denzaman. And again, for a lot of people that have actually watched Kokusu television, this guy is very, very, very well known. Again, like I said, I just got introduced to Gavin not too long ago, so I'm still catching up on old episodes. But yeah, it just seems like, that golden age, those actors from that golden age television are just moving on to pasture at this point. But again, when you think about it, and again, I know for us, we had Power Rangers. Power Rangers just rehashed. They were just rehashed scenes from overseas. Yes, this is true. But
yeah, all the Rita Repulsa stuff was like dubbed over, right? Like that was actually okay.
Yeah, all the Rita Repulsa scenes were definitely dubbed over. So there was that. But yeah, this is the reason why I was kind of doing a little bit of research on this guy. He is, how can I put him? I don't want to say, I'm not trying to disrespect Jason David Frank, but this guy's popularity makes Jason David Frank look like Austin St. John's popularity right now. And I'm not trying to, and again, I'm not trying to downplay Jason David Frank. I am just saying that's how well known this cat is, to the point to where it's like he is very, very beloved in those fandoms. So yeah, I mean, we definitely want to say, peace and condolences to his family and loved ones out there. But yeah, I mean, at age 72, he did pass away. But to be known in not one, not two, I want to say it was let's see, Space Sheriff Gavin, Battle Kenya, Denzi Blue. So you're known across 4 different genres of shows. That's freaking impressive. What do you say, Bama? I think we should really just dub the Japanese shows. That is a question, and Joe, I'm glad you're back because Bama did bring up a point. But sir, before we get to Bama's point, did you have anything that you want to say regarding the passing of the esteemed gentleman?
Yeah, Kenji Ohba is just like, he was one of the greats, man. Like, this really bums me out. And what bums me out is I don't even think we got a crossover or an homage from him yet in Gavin. The actor that is currently portraying the new Gavin, and Gavin Infinity, put out statements. Gokai Red put out statements. A lot of other Tokusatsu actors put out statements for his passing because, like, this was like one of the real legit dudes. Like,
Mm-hmm.
He did his own stunt work. He was also a stuntman, fight choreographer sometimes.
Nice.
Portrayed 2 Super Sentais from Battle Fever J and Denji Man. Title of his own series that started the Metal Hero genre on its own with original Gavin. It just really sucks, especially at the age of 72, which is, for the Japanese, incredibly young.
Yeah.
As for Bama, God, no, no.
You don't think we should dub the Japanese shows?
Yeah,
God,
no, that would not have.
We're in a day and age where sorry, Tafari.
You're good.
I'll let you say yours, but my thought on this is we are in a day and age where we watch more subtitle shit more than anything in the world now. We have a whole network of nothing but subtitled anime. There is no reason to dub it. If you want to watch it in the background, sure. But you better hire like the most upfront, top grade voice actors for some of these shows. Because if you don't, and you get like this 1980s B-roll shtick, people are going to throw hands.
Yeah.
Well, I can understand that.
Yeah, by all means, sorry. Go say what you were going to say. Sorry.
I was going to say, like, as someone who got into Power Rangers, like Mighty Morphin, when I was 5, if it was just dubbed over Japanese stuff, like coming on right after I got done watching like PBS Kids, that was not keeping my attention. Like that would not work. Like Pokemon and that stuff and Yu-Gi-Oh was cool. If you had threw just like regular Japanese Super Sentai with English voices badly over it, no. The only reason it worked for I think Spike TV is because MXC didn't make a lick of damn sense. You had like 2 guys doing 50 voices for Takeshi's Castle, and that was like a Saturday night with Surge, pizza, and a blockbuster game and/or movie.
Let us not also forget the USA Network attempt at Power Rangers Dynaman, where the 2 main villains were Bernie Tanaka and Ken Fujitsu.
Yeah, it's up there with the other show that we don't want to.
I mean, we can also say that there is good dubbing because Ultraman does have simultaneous dub.
Yes.
True.
Out, and Johnny Young Bosch is now one Sentai character away from being the GOAT for Tokusatsu because he's already been a Power Ranger. He's been an Ultraman. All he's got to do is do the dub voice for a Kamen Rider.
Yeah, then he can.
He was the main dub actor for Ultraman Blazar. He is the main voice actor for the central character in the American dub for Ultraman Blazar.
Gotcha. So he's pretty much hit the grand slam at this point if he gets that. So that makes sense. But yes, we definitely. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It just sucks. It really does, especially when you still have people like maybe not original Ultraman. I think he passed away, but like Go Red is still alive. Like the original Super Sentai Red Ranger from the original Go Ranger is still alive.
Okay. So, yeah, but we definitely want to send our condolences and peace condolences out to his loved ones and those out there. Like we said, again, I was saying beforehand before you came back on, Joe, he is very well known in that golden age of tokusatsu television. So definitely want to give our flowers and respect to that man. But moving along, because we do have a lot of treasures to go to, so we're just going to get this little tidbit out the way. I'm actually happy about this. King of the Hill is coming back for season 15 on Hulu. It will debut all 10 episodes for season 15 on July 20th. So we are going to get more additional scenes from this. I will say very quickly, then toss to Tafari and Joe. The Hulu season of King of the Hill was definitely interesting. I like the angle they took with it, especially with Bobby and Hank. Hank being introduced to modern technology is funny as hell. So yeah, I am definitely looking forward to season 15 once it comes out. But what say y'all?
No, I'm excited. I very much like that this is a continuation and not just a reboot. And even one of the promo images they had out for it kind of gives some hints as to like what they might be doing. I've also heard like this season's already been done. It was 20 episodes, and they just split it into 10 across 10 apiece across 2 seasons.
Right.
So I like what they did. Again, Dale and Khan are still gonna have to grow on me a bit. I think the new guy for Dale's doing fine. Khan, I think, is the one I do adjust to the most. Connie, I'm hoping is less annoying this season because I ain't gonna lie, she was kind of pissing me off the first couple episodes. But yeah, someone's got a chicken. Hank is apparently potentially getting a new dog. And either going back to Strickland out of boredom or like gonna be a liaison, which I know is like what retired people do.
Yeah.
Peggy is back there just not minding her own damn business as usual. I'm also very curious if we find out what happened to Lady Bird. Like, I'm very curious to see if we find out. I mean, because she was already 13 in the original show. Like,
right.
Clearly she passed, but I'm curious if we see an episode about her passing and if that's what allowed them to leave finally. Because I know in the original show they always brought up, like, I could never go on vacation because of that damn dog.
Well, we don't.
I want to know what's up with this giant, like, cowboy in the background.
Oh, Big Tex. Yeah, Big Tex. Remember they went to the state fair and Luann wouldn't get the hell out?
Yeah.
So we might get another, especially because the rodeo I know had a weird spring break session out in Houston. We might get another Texas State Fair episode or modern day Texas State Fair. So good catch. I completely forgot about Big Tex in the background.
I didn't even see that till you pointed it out. I was like, oh, there is Big Tex right there.
Yeah, so
I wonder if they're going to do a Luann tribute or they're going to have Luann and Lucky like pull a Six Bundy from Married with Children where they just drop their kid off with him for an episode.
I honestly want that because we don't have any kids in this show, and I've been saying since it got announced, even if you don't want to show, if you don't want to recast them, fine.
Yeah.
But the way they set up Hank and his little brother, between Boomhauer's stepkid or his girlfriend's son, between Hank or GH and Peggy's, what would be her grandniece with Gracie?
Yeah.
You have that is our new Bobby, Joseph, and Khan, because we have, and then I think with Hank getting a chance to kind of bond with his brother and maybe potentially teach him the stuff that Bobby didn't take to, I think this would give Peggy the chance to possibly raise or teach the daughter that Luann didn't get to be, because Luann was an adult when she came to the house. Like, she was already, I think, like 19 canonically in the show.
Very much.
And like technically the show takes place in like the span of almost a year. So in like a year, Luann, because there's a deleted ending where it's like,
I saw that. Where they're like, I drove a tank. You did not. We keep telling you.
Yeah, it was all the drink.
And you hallucinated that whole thing.
Yeah.
I was not born in New York. I do not have a Japanese brother, which they debunked that.
Yeah. And then I'm glad they kept Genichiro, and I'm hoping he makes more of an appearance. It would be hilarious that if Bobby gets back with Connie and Genichiro comes to visit and brings the chick that Bobby met in Japan. But yeah, I would love Gracie to come.
That would be interesting.
I would love Gracie to come. Yeah, continuing the long lost Japanese loves that your granddad did. That would be fantastic. But yeah, I'm hoping we get. That's been my hope. The new trio of kids. We have Bobby, Joseph, and Connie being replaced by Gracie, GH, and the kid down the street. Because we need a youthful aspect of this new modern era that Hank is still adjusting to.
Very much, which again I thought was funny as hell. So, but we can look forward to that on July 20th. Also, even though I'm saddened by this, but I don't blame retailers for this. For all those that see those,
got to knock it the fuck off. The amount of videos I've seen of people just like spawn camping these things.
Yeah. So what we're getting at, guys, is that if you've seen the videos of scalpers, as Safari said, literally and figuratively camping out at Pokemon vending machines as they get restocked, and they turn around and just pretty much run them dry. Well, there's been fights, there's been arrests, folks have complained about scalpers, overpricing on eBay, things of that nature. Well, You can thank those scalpers because those trading card machines are getting pulled. There was actually a letter from the Pokemon company that is going out to people saying, and then this is what this letter says. I'm just going to try to blow it up as best as I can. At this time, we can confirm that Pokemon Center kiosks are being gradually removed from select retail locations. This decision is part of a broader effort to streamline product distribution and to ensure better availability of Pokemon Center items across more accessible platforms, including our online store. By relocating inventory and resources previously dedicated to kiosk machines, we are aiming to improve stock consistency, reduce regional shortages, and provide a more reliable experience for all traders. We appreciate your understanding as we make these changes, and we're excited to continue bringing the best possible access to Pokemon Center products. Long story short, scalpers messed this up for everybody.
And this is utter horseshit.
It is.
No. This is horseshit for the reason they're saying it is. The reason, reason it's happening is they are tired of their brand being hurt because of the constant fight videos being shown on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Oh, completely agree. Because Pokemon is seeing this as their brand being hurt, but honestly, it's the Pokemon. Let me say this real quickly. The Pokemon vending idea was a great idea because, again, kids are in stores. You can't always get to GameStop or your mom and pop video game store. So it makes sense that you would see them pop up in grocery stores or one-off places to where, again, if you are a Pokemon person that wants to be able to collect cards and things of that nature, you should be able to go to the kiosk and buy them. It's just the fact that scalpers have just pretty much crapped on everything. They've camped out. They went into stores and completely bought things out. I have seen folks, and I'm pretty sure all of us have seen scalpers do this in our areas. They will literally sit there, buy up an entire thing, and just walk off with no remorse.
Yeah, I got
that.
Yeah, during the last anniversary, I was kind of trying to get back to the hobby because I had just moved back to Texas. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted the where is it? Do I have it on my desk still? Yes. Yeah, I didn't even really want like any of the new packs. I literally just wanted the jumbo stuff to fill out this binder that they did, which I thought was really cool with all the starters. But dude, the way like Target would like rope off the card aisle and people would just be standing there watching the guy stalk him. I'm like, what is happening? And then one of my homegirls like, yeah, apparently Logan Paul paid a lot of money for cards and everyone lost their fucking mind. And now he's moved on to One Piece, apparently.
I'm soliciting Tafara. If you want to still fill out that binder, my store actually does sell the jumbo cards as singles.
I mean, I got all regions. I'm kind of sad they're not doing another one of these. They're doing they're doing like art cards. So you get like a couple packs in a box, and then there's like a decorative 3-pack of each. And I'm just like, I'm good.
Go ahead.
But this was fun to do because they did one every month, and you got to get all of them, and they came with 3 packs that I didn't really use. And that was part of what I gave out for Halloween by the time it was over. So it was a cool anniversary item. But yeah, this year I'm good with this, and I got all 3 of my batteries fixed. So I'm just gonna, when my Nintendo gets here, I'm just gonna stream trying to get the Surfing Pikachu for old time's sake.
We also have that. We can fix batteries, and we have some games. So you need to hit us up on cheap plug. But still, I can also speak to this.
You guys have gold version at your store now that I have money?
I will keep an eye out. I will.
Okay, that's the one last thing I'm missing for my potential run here.
I can also speak to the scalping thing. I can put it to you this way. We had Ascended Heroes from Distro, gave us some stuff from Ascended Heroes. We opened it, and it sat on the shelf in its entirety for 20 minutes.
Damn.
When all the ETBs and all the packs were gone.
Damn. So they sat there. So they sat there and camped out, and as soon as y'all put them,
no one camped out. It's just the moment somebody saw they had Ascended Heroes, like, I'm going to take it all.
Damn. So And that's the okay. Let me
I've seen, especially because Walmart doesn't have limits. I have seen people literally like grab all the ET, which these are like $50 boxes, by the way. They're not cheap. So they grab the boxes and just slam dunk them into the cart. And then like Target at one point was doing like limited things, and then Target stopped completely. And they're taking such a hit right now, I think, which is why they're not being super restrictive about it. But it's wild, man. It is wild, and it is.
But here's but I say it like this, because they didn't. And again, I blame also the Paul brothers. I blame them for every time they want to start a trend because idiots follow them. So, but my thing is, you know, as I was trying to explain to somebody else, someone said, "Well, it's good for business." I said, "No, it's not." Because it's good on paper that your stock is gone. You know, you're clearing out inventory. Yeah, it's good on the retail side. But like Joe said, Pokemon is looking at this and going, this is not what we want. We don't want, when people look at Pokemon cards, they immediately think scalpers. They immediately think people are going to fight over these things. And at the same time, asking stores to enforce policy, I don't think they were ready for it. Because
they absolutely nuked the secondary market in Japan because they do not play around with that. Remember, they stopped a whole McDonald's promotion after a single day because of being wasted.
Oh yeah, that market don't play. You're right.
And then I think
at a certain age, if you're accompanied by an adult, both you and the adult have to answer 15 questions. If you get any of them wrong, you are asked to leave the line.
Damn.
Like, they do not play over there. They made it to where the children can play the children's trading card game again. And they enforce that. It's why the One Piece thing got announced, then immediately cut off.
And I'm not against that. I'm not against something because, again, and I'm not trying to take away from the adults that are like, well, we want to enjoy it too. We're not talking about y'all. We are talking about those whose sole intention is to just clean out because you're trying to get a chance of a rare card. And you're not even keeping the rare card. They're turning around, and you can go on eBay right now. They're all out there trying to sell whatever card it is. Like I said, I'm not very well versed in Pokemon, so I don't know what is the hot rare card right now. But I can guarantee you, whoever has it is probably upscaling the crap out of the price. At the same time, it's those scalpers, and again, we're not just talking Pokemon cards. I mean, they've done it in Magic the Gathering, they've done it in consoles, they've done it especially when consoles come out, because when the PS5, when surprisingly enough, the Xbox Rogue Ally, that system that cost $1,000 seemed to all, I mean, it was short inventory, but they still sold out of those, and they turn around and resell those back at a higher price, right back on auction sites. So, so again, it's there needs to be, and I hate to say this, that we got to be in this day and age, there needs to be a sort of limit. Now, whether companies, like I said, like in case like Joe said, if we were in a certain market, they got that figured out. At the same time, they're being heavily enforcing on that. Can we say the same thing here? Unfortunately not, because again, Target right now needs to keep his mouth shut because, of various things that are outside of this podcast. We're going to try and keep it lighthearted, but let's just say they shot themselves in the foot and reloaded. They definitely need to be quiet. At the same time, the kiosk idea, which I really did like, because not everybody has access to a video game store in their areas, because let's be honest, they're disappearing. I did like the kiosk idea because, one, it made it more accessible for kids to get to, but at the same time, scalpers are just making it harder. And I'm sorry for all those that are out there scalping. I hope your tires go flat. I hope your test comes back positive. At the same time, you wind up happening to what happened to dude in The Boys in the bathroom in the most recent episode. I hope that happens to you. But it's called Blue Dot Fever Band. It is called Blue Dot Fever Band.
Name. Okay, so but yeah, man, I don't get it, because then y'all are trying to sell these for like $5 profit, especially people who don't even know the hobby. Like I remember I was in Walmart, it was just like the little 3-card packs that were on the shelf, and the guy's like, "Well, I got an Amazon store, I got to refill my stock," and he just literally swiped the whole thing. It was like some 55-year-old dude geezer, man. And he's like, yeah, they'll come to me to get them. And I'm just like, there's no, like, at least at Target, I remember I swiped, what was it? I grabbed 3 for me and 3 for a friend. And the kiosk cut me off at 3. It's like, hey, yeah, you can't do it. It's like, sorry, we got too many people coming in just going crazy, so we got limits. I was like, all right, that's fine with me. Like, I fully respect that.
Yeah, because everybody deserves an equal shot at getting something. But there's always a few out there that ruin it for everybody. But
I think like in Europe they don't even sell like packs anymore. I think they sell like single cards, which is why you get a lot of people. Like I've had some friends overseas playing sports who are like, can you give me a pack and mail it? Because we can't even get because they consider it like gambling. So like you can't even get like the just random packs. So you got to buy the cards individually.
Yeah. So, but like I said, it's scalpers ruin it for everybody. So thanks, idiots. Not the word I want to say because I want to try to keep PG on here. But speaking of idiots, we'll start with this one because we waited for Joel on this one. It actually made Tafari stop mid streaming as he was playing a game, and we all said the same thing when Joe sat there and said Star Fox Direct is happening right now, and we both sat there and was like, wait, what?
Yeah, like I was like, oh, maybe I missed an announcement. Like, no, y'all literally gave a 10 minutes heads up. Like, just how much do you hate this franchise, man? Like between the movie and literally just like Star Fox Direct, by the way, I was like, what the fuck? Like,
right.
Where
they
is
hated enough to make the same game for a 5th time now.
Yeah, I'm like, I get it. It's Star Fox 64 Part 4. The second I saw Lilat System in Corneria, I was like, oh, we're literally pretending Star Fox Zero didn't happen.
But wait, they actually gave us a prologue. But this kind of goes into. I'm sorry.
I was actually okay with this because as a kid, like there was a post I saw on Facebook recently that was like, hey, Nintendo, and this kind of goes into the whole reskin design. Like Nintendo has always kind of made their characters kind of campy along with the villains because this is a game just about intergalactic war. And it's not just like, oh, we're Star Fox, we're going to go fight the bad guy. No, we're in a war and we're actively losing. Like we're not part of the army. We are a group of mercenaries that are being hired probably against the advisement of the entire galactic government or whoever Pepper answers to. And we are his last ditch effort because you're not just fighting on these planets. You are actively trying to beat back all the territories you have lost. On top of the fact that like there are bioweapons and planet weapons, and Zonus is completely toxic. Venom is like uninhabitable, but somehow he built an army over there. I think when you go to Sector Y, like, or whichever one has the space robots fighting at you, like they're actively losing that battle, and you're stepping in to try to give them a hand. And then Sector Z is kind of like, all right, these guys are a problem, and they low-key set up a trap for you to kind of hoping they can take you out, which if you fail that mission, the Great Fox is not around to help you take Venom, which actually does have, so like there's actually like a darker side of Star Fox when you look at the 64 story. And I've always kind of pictured this is kind of what happened to Fox's dad in my head. Like it wasn't, oh, he got betrayed. Like, no, he literally went and tried to 3-man this thing and got set up for failure. So the fact that they're showing the betrayal and how his dad actually passed, I do like that we're at least adding more to the lore, which I'll go more into after we play this.
All right.
Come in, Star Fox. This is Corneria Defense Force Headquarters. Do you read? Loud and clear. James McLeod here, General. Star Fox is on approach to Venom.
No indications yet of any suspicious activity. We'll let you know what we find.
Proceed with caution. You're the first to set eyes on that place in years. And thank you for accepting this mission, James. You're the only one I can trust.
And General Pepper, do you read me?
Pepper looks okay. Like,
something's jamming long-range comms. Stay sharp, team.
Are you seeing this, James? According to my instruments, the atmosphere is highly toxic.
And we're doing this job for next to nothing? We're supposed to be mercs, not chumps.
There's more at stake here than our bottom line, Big Mouth.
Yeah, sure.
General Pepper says his people have detected signs of activity on Venom's surface. He's concerned it has something to do with Dr. Andros.
It's been years since Andros was banished here, James. If the atmosphere is poisonous...
All the more reason to figure out what's going on. Dr. Andros made mistakes, and he paid the price for them. But whatever else he is a genius. Maybe he found a way to survive.
Our leader. Such a bleeding heart.
That's true.
Where'd they come from?
Defensive formation.
Yep.
Hegma, where are you going?
It's like you told me. I'm getting into formation.
You two-timing swine!
What can I say? My new boss pays better.
Corneria must suffer. Death to all who stand in the way of my vengeance.
Was that Dr. Andros?
Don't let them escape!
I can't shake him.
Hey, Peppy! Catch!
James!
I'm surprised he tanked that.
Peppy, are you there? Come in, Peppy. Do you read me?
Not my glasses.
Peppy, you need to get out of here. Warn the general.
Not without you, James.
That's an order. Peppy, keep an eye on Fox.
So I knew this to cut off and let this be the tutorial mission where we were fighting against insurmountable odds, then just phase out of existence.
Or they can make it like Zack in Final Fantasy Crisis Core, literally just fight till you drop. Fight till you can't make it. Or either that or what is the mission of Halo? Lone Wolf, like Lone Wolf and Reach. Literally survive until you can't.
Okay. So I am glad about the prologue, and now you're kind of leaving it out there. But that was a part of the direct because again, it was a very long ass direct. But we're just gonna let it play while we're talking about it. But
yeah, that's fine. It's Star Fox 64. We've seen it before. We're just looking at new. I do like that they're giving us a little bit more lore because Andros is. I like the fact that they're actually calling him Dr. Andros because he was a respected member. And the fact that they're just like, we banished him to Venom. And I'm like, okay, so y'all kind of sent him there to die knowing the planet was toxic? Like, and now it's like, oh, no one's heard from him. And it's like, were y'all expecting him to live?
Right.
And now, oh, it's quiet. Let's go make sure, like, maybe tell us what he did. And if you said, depending on his crime, I might understand his anger a little bit.
But again, this is the part where I'm going to be a little... I am glad because, I am glad that they at least gave a Star Fox game. I am mad that it's not a new game. As Joe said, or Joe said, you said, y'all both said it. We're playing Star Fox 64 for now the sixth time.
This is Star Fox 64 Part 4, which is actually Star Fox Part 5.
So almost 5 times we're playing the same game. Don't get me wrong. The graphics look great. The fact they're trying to add a little bit more to it, I get that. But it's the
the second I saw this part, I was like, "Oh, we're doing 64 again."
It's the same game, and I'm not trying to be okay. I'm trying to be positive about this because since Star Fox was in Super Mario Galaxy movie, I thought this was their way of Nintendo saying, "Okay, we hear you. You want a new Star Fox game. Let's go ahead and do it." So when I saw the direct, I was like, when Joe said the direct is happening, I'm like, okay, cool. We're finally getting a Star Fox. We're getting a Star Fox game. And then I see this.
The fact this was a last minute announcement, I was like, all right, so just middle finger to the entire squad then, I guess, but continue.
But no, that's the thing. I was like, you wanted to upgrade it. I get that. You wanted to add cutscenes. I get that. You wanted to add a prologue. I get that. It's still the same game. And that's the part where I'm just like, this does not compute. Who in Nintendo was like, you know what? Instead of just giving an all new story and just an all new way of playing Star Fox, let's just go back to the well, drug up the bones of the horse, and ride him one more time. To make that make sense.
I think this would be more accepted if we didn't try Star Fox Zero a couple of years ago on the Wii U and fail. Like I like what they're doing with making this a fully fleshed out game, adding in all the in between bits, adding more lore. Again, like the fact that we are saving the capital city, meaning the Cornerian army is actively getting their ass beat at the beginning of this story because the fact that your own capital is in siege and invasion. And again, you're calling in mercenaries as a last-ditch effort, which, I mean, you have to foot the bill for that later, but probably at the behest of everyone's advisement. And the fact that we're basically treating this as a soft restart is fine. Yeah. The faces are throwing me off just because we just got a look at anime Star Fox and then 3D Star Fox in the game or in the movie. And then there was a game that came out in 2018 called Starlink Battle for Atlas, which again that game didn't hit my algorithm until the Mario movie came out. And there's a whole Star Fox campaign in there. Like if you get the Switch edition, they have a decent models for Fox and the entire Star Wolf team as well. And Fox, there's like it's not just DLC levels. Like Fox and everyone, they have voice acts. Like even the smallest moments have dialogues and cutscenes, and it's like hours of content. And then somebody was like, "Yeah, Nintendo probably didn't want to give Ubisoft credit for shit." It was like start over.
But and like I said, I get it. I am semi happy that we are getting a Star Fox game, but it's not what we. It's like you got what you got. You got your. It's like a monkey paw wish. You got what you wanted, but really you didn't. You kind of got.
I think I remember Battle for Atlas. Wasn't that one of the last Toys to Life game?
I think so because it came with a if you bought I think it was like the $30. It
came with an R-Wing, right?
If you got a toy edition, it came with an R-Wing and a Fox amiibo. But the base game digitally, or physically, I think you can get it physically for like $8 now. And I think Star Fox comes with it, and you can buy. I think the rest of the squad as extra pilots. But they're all in there like cutscene wise and whatnot. So,
I got the game. It's actually pretty decent.
From what I've seen, it looks good. Like I consider picking it up to prepare for this. Which I mean, I don't have a Switch too, but also I do like that we're fleshing. I like that they're adding, like telling these new kids, hey, yeah, there are different endings depending on how you play the level. Because even this, depending on how many people you accidentally shoot on Bill's team, determines your end credit scene. And a lot of people don't know that.
Oh yeah. And
what else you got? Or Spartan, whichever one y'all.
I was just gonna just sit there and say, you're right about the different endings because a lot of people didn't know if you can't keep your squad alive. Oh, it's a different ending than you just be by yourself. So yeah.
And apparently everyone's freaking out that Falco has chicken feet.
I will never understand some people.
Well, because he's not supposed to have feet at all.
He's had regular legs up until this point.
I mean, because he was in boots. He was literally.
No,
he was literally in pants and
boots. Supposed to be amputated above the knee so that their bodies can maintain the G-force.
Okay, I saw someone talk about that reason. I don't know if it was Glenn Powell voicing Fox, and somebody came out and was like, "That's not real. Who started that? Where did that come from?" I don't know how that got started. Somebody attached to like Fox official was like, "I don't know where that started, but that is not a thing. We are not that great. Like we're not that dark with the lore."
Very much.
Yeah, like this level, they're actively losing this fight. Like this level is like you trying to pick up the pieces. But yeah, Falco's got chicken feet, which I please don't make this a Smash skin. But yeah, like the battle modes and the 4v4, I think is cool. Adding in all the pilots. Yeah. I will say because I was watching. Shout out to the homie Devin Mack who plays Sonic and Sonic Prime. And he's like, I can get used to the models. I'm not a fan of the voice direction because like the actors are great. He's like, but everyone sounds kind of like they're just reading. Everyone sounds like just a guy. Like everyone sounds like they had the character stripped from the character. Like we all know Slippy is kind of annoying and a little overzealous. Yeah. Peppy's overprotective. He's like, but if I watch this trailer with my eyes closed, I couldn't tell you who is talking to who. And I'm hoping that's not the case throughout the entire game. Maybe I'm wrong, but I kind of get his point. Feels like everyone's taking themselves a little too seriously.
Yeah, but again, I'm not knocking it outside the fact that this game, as you said before, is on the Switch too. Now, again, if you're like me and Safari, we got the first Switch. We see no reason still to go to a Switch 2. I still don't see a reason. My Switch 1 works perfectly just fine.
And even with the game sharing, are you able to share it to my regular Switch? Because I got the one there in the middle.
Supposedly, I looked into that. So supposedly you can, as long as the Switch 2 has it. Supposedly.
Okay. So yeah, and good in theory. I don't know about this mouse targeting.
That's gonna be annoying.
I especially because it's like, yeah, I haven't seen the mouse feature used too much on the Wii, on the Switch 2 yet. So I'm curious to see somebody. This, depending if you want to play with your kids,
Pilot Gunner. Oh, that's gonna go terrible.
I feel like if you had a second controller and had a second reticle on screen, kind of like Mario Galaxy on the Wii, how the second person could shoot the star bits and collect.
Yeah,
I feel like that's good. Also, Cat, my God, Cat is the only one that I'm like truly offended by. Like her redesign is the only one that I'm truly kind of, because I'm just like that. And again, I'm not saying she needs to like have a super like call girl design, but I'm just like, that version of Cat doesn't look like she's gonna be flirting with Falco, let alone that's the girl that makes him like tongue tied. That version of Cat feels like she has seen some things and is for some reason a lot less pink.
Yeah, but like I said, I get the idea of this, but still putting it on Switch 2, you're kind of rehashing some things. And then before we get to Mighty Keef, because he definitely did explain a lot of this.
Damn, you worked fast, man, because I was trying to work on something myself, and I'm just gonna throw it in the trash now.
Yeah, and also Nintendo is saying that their shareholders are wanting the Switch 2 price to be upped by at least $50. As it reported by IGN, the console will go up in price by about $50 worldwide, although the US has until September until the new prices take effect. So, I am again, Nintendo. Thank you, Bama. Nintendo, you are one greedy bitch. Just because only do you,
it even says it's not Nintendo, it's the stockholders.
Stockholders are right there with Nintendo. Nintendo, you greedy bitch. But it's the whole thing. I'm sorry,
how do you blame the company when the company's at the behest of the shareholders?
The same way I blame Microsoft.
Microsoft has just been making bad move after bad move, with the exception of Game Pass, and even then.
But they also listen to their shareholders. That's the same way.
Yes.
The same way I can do Sony. Sony listens to its shareholders. All these companies listen to their shareholders because they are some greedy people. At the same time, you can't keep sticking it to the gamers by upping prices and saying, "Oh, we're doing this because we're, what was the latest one? We're doing this because we no longer produce physical games. We do this because we bought a whole bunch of companies for their IPs, and now we're in the red. We need to get in the black. You guys are going to get us there." Or my personal favorite, we're basically going to say Game Pass is too expensive. Who raised the price? You did. So
hey, you got to pay for that annual Call of Duty somehow. Even though it's the same game, it's basically become Madden.
No, we are paying for some suit on Xbox's side that wanted to buy Activision and did not think about the ramifications of their actions. That's what we're doing. That's what we're getting stuck with. Gamers are getting screwed. And again, Nintendo Switch 2, I do not see a reason to get one. But let's also be honest what Nintendo's going to do. Nintendo is eventually going to stop making games that is going to be Switch supporting, Switch 1. Let's just call it Switch 1. So they're going to eventually stop making Switch 1 support games, forcing gamers to do one of two things. Either you get a Switch 2 or you just sit there and watch somebody else play. Companies are becoming effing greedy.
No,
And
her, especially since Nintendo's president is an accountant, but we continue to do this song and dance, but we're still going to end up with a Switch 2 at some point. I don't have a Switch 2 yet.
At some point, yes, but
at some point, yes.
It's going to be like me.
I'm sorry.
It's going to be like me with my PS4. Oh, we finally have the Christmas sale for $200 with 3 of the hottest hitting games. That 5-year wait was not bad. Same with the PlayStation 5. I was like, I know they're going to drop the Spider-Man bundle. I literally ordered that bitch the morning of DreamCon day one, like before opening. I thought it was going to sell out. Surprisingly, it didn't. They actually made a decent amount of them.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't cut you out.
But if these sales for Star Fox don't hit because people have Switch 2s but don't want the game, some legacy skins in there. I'm telling you, and because you got to earn all the medals to get Fox's dad's glasses and expert mode in the original game. Hey, beat these levels or beat these challenges and unlock 64 skins and then the adventure skins and then.
Right.
Assault, because Falco was just wearing whatever the hell he wanted in those last 2 games. And also, if this is going to serve as a soft reboot, and they are going to get another adventure, which, my God, there's a lot that could be improved over there, and a potential Assault as a reboot or redo of Assault, you can at least tie in a lot more lore. Like, we can explain how the hell Andros just magically came back. Coolers, what was the second Cooler film?
Return of Cooler or Cooler's Revenge?
Cooler's Revenge was the first one, but then
no, it was just Return of Cooler.
Yeah, so if we're gonna maybe explain the Return of Cooler, because hey, if Fox's dad's spirit is alive on Venom, then at least explains how. Andros's conscience, I guess, lived to go become a Krazoa spirit. Like, make that the end credit scene. His consciousness needed a new escape and then took over a body, Charles Xavier style, and we're setting up Star Fox Adventures, and I can see whatever cooked-ass design y'all make for Crystal.
Yep. But no, but that's what I'm saying I'm getting at. It's like, yes, eventually you will have to switch consoles, but I would also counter-argue is that some folks are getting tired of jumping from console to console. And this is why I say PC/Steam might be the alternative. Hence why that Steam PC is making, let's be honest, it's making Microsoft nervous. It's making Sony nervous. Because, again, for a lot of people that just want to sit down, plug and play their games on a console, it depends on the price of that Steam machine, if it ever does come out. If it ever does come out with the price. We already know the controller is like $79. But if and when that console does come out, it just depends on the price point. It might turn a lot of people straight to Steam because, let's be honest, Steam for its value does give you a lot more than Microsoft and Sony at the moment. But
apparently the Steam controller already sold out in 30 minutes of going live, so that console might do the same.
Yep. But anyway, Mighty Keef basically has our opinions on this, and well, he didn't disappoint.
You're doing, they just announced a Star Fox 64 remake. What? Nintendo just randomly dropped a 16-minute direct, brother. You gotta see it. Here it is. It's on YouTube. Oh my God, I cannot believe this, bro. I haven't played this game since 64. Oh, I can't wait to see what it looks like on the Switch 2. Look, Star Fox looked good in the movie. I can't wait to see what he looks like in the... Oh, okay. I get it. They got a new crew member. You see, they're remaking it, right? So they're trying to spice up the story. They got a new crew member. Nah, bro. That's Fox McCloud. What you mean? Oh, you playing around. At first, I thought you said Fox McCloud. I see him up ahead. Let's rock and roll. Fox McCloud. Let's jet. I'm in a hurry. Fox McCloud. Up smash kills at 110%. Fox McCloud. No, that's Fox McCloud, bro. Say right there in the name tag. Oh my God, what happened? What did they do to him? Looks good, bro. What you mean? Why they make everybody so so real. Why are they doing this? It looks weird, bro. Look at Slippy. He looks weird. He looks like he walks up to random women to ask for hugs. He's weird. Man, don't play my boy Slippy like that. What's wrong with Fox's eyes, bro? He looks drained. He looks like he's been doing this for 50 years, but this is a remake of his first game. It's just a choice in art design. They need to choose something else. Look at the environments. Okay, it looks pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, those environments do look good. But why does Falco look like he got scoliosis? He's acting like he's 80 years old, brother. You're like 20 in this game. What is happening? You exaggerating it, bro. They look fine. They just look different. Oh, wait a minute. I get it. They're just showing off the DLSS 5 filter, the new one they were talking about. Yeah, that's all it is. Okay. Now show it to me regular. Brother, the Switch 2 is not capable of that type of technology. He's supposed to be the leader of Star Fox. He looked like it's his third year addicted to crack. Dog, my cat looked more Star Fox than Star Fox. Brother, I'm sorry. All right, they're remaking one of my most favorite games as a kid, and I can't wait to beat Andros and Star Wolf and his glorious new engine. Speaking of Star Wolf, what does he even look like? Dear God, they stripped him of all his aura. Pigma looks good. They made the traitor look the best in the group. No, my boy James didn't deserve this. Wait a second, a prequel scene showing when James McCloud got betrayed, but they didn't show him dying. What if in the remake they actually retcon some stuff and James lives and you get to play as James? I changed my mind. Everything's beautiful. I'm sold.
Boy, that's just crazy.
Now, I'm not knocking that idea, but damn, he said he hit every nail on the head. He ain't been leading the team. He's been leading the team for far too long. He's been doing 3 years on crack.
This cat has had a growth spurt. That thing was a kitten a few months ago.
Right. He said, "Why is Falco like he got scoliosis?" Damn.
That's the thing. Falco has like the most attitude and like the craziest arc out of the entire team. Especially because in Adventures, he like goes off on his own solo Usopp journey, which is why he's not there. So the fact that even in the trailers, Falco sounds like he's kind of again just a guy is already like I'm very curious to hear what the dialogue between him and Kat is like.
Yeah,
like Bill, who also sounds kind of normal. Like he was kind of a weird surfer bro in the first game, in that whole Independence Day mission, but. I would be shocked if they retcon, go back to Bama, them prices.
Yeah, them prices long gone, Bama. That'll never happen again.
But they, I would be shocked if they redo the intro and he's actually alive or Andros has had him prisoner all this time. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you just tell me that Venom, no one who dies in Venom ever really dies, and that's why his spirit shows up at the end, like, yeah. Or if you maybe make it a more heartfelt reunion. It'd be interesting, but I'm curious to see how the story plays out and what all the extra content and dialogue adds in.
Yeah, fair. Any thoughts on this? Any thoughts on this one, Joe? If you're saying something, you're muted. I can't tell if he's blinking on Morse code or still with us, Joe?
He might be behind.
Let's see.
I think we can jump to the next thing, and then if he taps back in,
yeah, we'll do that. Because we'll do that. But speaking of things. There we go. Oh. You heard what we said, Joe? You missed it.
No, I had to mute the things. My phone was going off.
Oh, what was your thoughts on Star Fox, sir?
Is this like a Street Fighter thing where it takes about 25 years to go from 2 to 3? Or in our case, from well, no, we actually officially had Star Fox 2. What even is Star Fox 64? Is it technically Star Fox 1 again, or is it 1.5?
It's Star Fox 1. It's Star Fox 1 again, but with the 64 polygon
upscale.
that is technically one of the first It was the first HD remaster of Star Fox with voice acting and more story dialogue and more colors.
Pretty much. So if you really think about it, it's really
HD
2.5.
remake of Rogue Squadron.
Yeah, I give you that. But no, it's again, we're not trying to knock you guys. We're not trying to really knock it. We're just saying you are giving us the same game. Yes, you're adding dialogue. It seems like Mighty Keith pointed out, you're retconning something about James to where either he's going to survive or it's going to be a special mission that you can go save him. I'm just going to be honest with you. I am just not willing to purchase a Switch 2 to find that out until the Switch 2 comes down in price. But let's be honest, now that's going up $50, I don't see that happening anytime soon. So I'll just leave it at that. But what was not on my bingo list, we did get another Stranger Than Heaven trailer, including the cast. Would you believe me if I sat there and said that the cast included Snoop Dogg? Because he was not on my bingo card for this next trailer.
I saw this go.
In Otto being in this.
I saw this go live right after the Star Fox Direct, and I'm like, was everyone just like fucking play it today? Like what? Like the fact I was like, I'm because I was on stream playing Assassin's Creed, and I ain't gonna lie, I was still feeling some mixed way about Star Fox. But then I saw Sega's live, and I'm like, did everyone just like be like, all right, man, damn, just post the. And then I saw y'all post like, hey, Snoop Dogg. I'm like, okay, maybe I should have checked that out. But I'm like, I didn't. What is this?
It's weird. But for all those that haven't seen it, yes, Snoop Dogg is a part of it, and here's a trailer.
Dojo-kai. それが俺たちの国だ。
登場会。ほいじゃあいよいよ兄貴組立ち上げるんじゃの。
やっちゃろうや。兄貴なら絶対にてっぺん取れますけ。
ありがとうな。けど、そういうんじゃねえんだ。
は？
俺たちみてえなヤクザもん、帰る場所のない連中が生きていける。そんな場所があったらいいって思わねえか。ねえだろそんなの。だから作るんだよ。俺たち自身で。
I found a place where I'm not alone, so I can begin.
That right there, that's the Japan you've been dreaming about.
You know I could take you somewhere.
The beard is taking me out.
Stranger than heaven. Back streets walking on the edge of the night.
This is the one that's like
Oh.
Just what are we trying too hard to protect? 歌を食い物にして蒼天堀の帝王なんて呼ばれて、それでできた居場所ってのは俺の欲しかったものなんでしょうか。What's your story? Just a poem for the Yakuza. Some things never change. Well, よろしくお願いいたします。Obsessing over one man's death. That's no way to live life. I know, but I can't just leave it alone. If I don't settle this, my life can't ever begin. All my love for us. Nice to know you're not scared.
What's a man got to do for a little peace and quiet?
Remember my trauma. Yeah?
変わってんな。
命の男じゃいけない。
怖い顔してますよ、社長。
You know, we could always just make our home. Our own country. It's the only choice we have. Our only way forward is to make a place for ourselves. That settles it, Makoto. If this country won't accept us, we'll carve out our own right from underneath it.
Won't you come here, you'll never look back. Don't shine till you're part of this pack. It's stranger than heaven. Pay my way, won't my past. Won't you come here, you'll never look back. Don't shine till you're part of this pack. It's stranger than heaven.
Hey, Japan! Come on, join the fun. It's our homecoming after all.
So long, America! This is my home, and nothing's gonna change that!
Stranger than heaven.
All I can say is there's a lot of production behind this.
Yeah.
So that's
like a
good.
Movie you can play through.
Man. But that is the updated one for Stranger Than Heaven. As you can see, guys, coming this winter for Xbox Series X and S on PC and cloud. And yes, it will be on Xbox Game Pass, so you will probably get to play it on day one.
It will also be on PlayStation because this is going to be everywhere.
Oh yeah, it definitely will be. Go ahead. I was going to say you're not wrong. It's not going to be Xbox exclusive. It is going to be everywhere. But go ahead.
This is very, very big on the musical front because of Ado being in this. For those of you who are not aware, Ado is a very famous Japanese lyricist who literally started in her closet on SoundCloud. And now she's like one of the biggest musical acts in Japan ever. She is, and I had learned through this, she is the singing voice for Uta in One Piece
Red, yeah.
Red.
Yeah, and Red.
She has done multiple singing arrangements for various things. She is doing the Japanese soccer theme for the World Cup this year. The reason why this is so huge about her is this may be the first time we see her face since she started. She has always had an anime avatar. If you see her in concert, she's in a cage silhouetted to where you can't see what she looks like. And Yakuza is one of those games where it is actual actors digitized and using their actual face. We see in this trailer somebody has their face shown but is voiced by somebody else. Everybody else is just them. So this may very well be the first time we see what Ado actually looks like. Like that is humongous in the Japanese music scene right now. Like we still don't know what she looks like. We don't even know if this is just artist rendition of her or if this is actually her being put into the game.
I'm also curious to see, since this is a story taking place over the span of like 40 years. What?
Yes, it looks like.
Because it started in 1940, 15, and I think we ended, 55 or 65? It's like
65. So this is the establishment, to my understanding, this is the establishment of the Tojo clan.
Okay, and I'm curious because Snoop Dogg comes in apparently in 1915. So I'm curious if we meet his character and then his son's character steps in at some point in the future.
The other black gentleman who I don't know.
Yeah, that's his son.
Cordell Brodus, yeah, because he's also another. That name sounds so doggone familiar.
I think that's I think that's one of his kids. Like in real life, I think that is Snoop Dogg.
Oh yeah, that is one of because Cordell Brodus, Snoop Dogg. So yeah, that is that's got to be one of his kids.
Then yeah, it's probably his kid. But like, there's also rumor that one of these guys may be Kiryu's dad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so, but I could be wrong. Also, Snoop Dogg coming down in 1915 Japan, holding a gun sideways and shooting people off is hilarious.
That part is still funny to me, but yeah.
Yeah, it's coming up at some point.
So I'm curious.
That's definitely his kid right there.
Oh,
yeah, that is Cordell. Yeah, that's his son. Yeah. But I'm curious because especially with like the outfit, curious if we are telling a linear story or if we're going to be like bouncing back between time periods and seeing what got set up or calling back what or what you did here that affects here or why we're dealing with this now and actually that started back here. So
that would make sense.
Yeah, I'm curious to how we're going to tell whatever story this is, but this thing is cinematic already.
And then just keep going until we have the auto thing, because that's nuts.
I had it for about.
That's right after he back.
Is that her?
Wait.
No, it's right after Brodius's thing is hers.
Okay.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it! I had it for a split freaking second. Hang on, let me do it this way.
Yeah, you just let it run for like 2 seconds and then pause it.
There.
Yeah, this is like the first time we may be legitimately seeing Ado.
Okay. I'm just like, for them to put this much production to Stranger Than Heaven, I already said before, I'm sold on this because, and yes, Bama, you should try Yakuza games, or Like a Dragon, because now it's become Like a Dragon. So,
we also have to differentiate Like a Dragon and Yakuza are two different styles of the franchises.
They are.
Like a Dragon is an RPG similar to Dragon Quest, while Yakuza is an action RPG brawler.
Yeah. So try both. And I would say in this case, try both, because you might like one or the other, or you might like both, but try both. I just know for this one, I'm sold. I am curious, like Tafari said, how is the story going to proceed? Is it going to be a straight through? Is it going to jump back and forth through the time periods? Again, I guess we'll find out. We'll find out soon enough. They didn't actually give a release date on when this is coming to Xbox.
Winter of this year.
Oh, so sometime November, December. But no. I hate to sound like a broken record. I know I'm sold on this, but anything else, guys, we can say about Stranger Than Fiction outside of the fact that sound. I ain't gonna lie, I was vibing to the soundtrack.
Yeah, no, of course they got Snoop to do a track for it, so money's already invested in the marketing, which looks good. But I'll wait to see more about this when it finally drops.
All right, Joe.
Oh yeah, you don't even have to ask me.
I kind of figured. But other trailers that we do have, we want to talk about this one too, because apparently a lot of incels got the feelings hurt because, well, it wasn't the Black Panther that they wanted when they showed this a next announcement of the Fighting Avenger trailers for Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls.
Excuse me, allow me to explain. The challenge of the champion! We have a series of knockouts, and the winner gets a crack at the big guy. All selected leaders have received their invites. Good luck.
You know what, promoter? This planet is not your playground. Duty calls, and I answer. Tony, let's give your suit a workout.
Saving the world? Sure, I got you. Battle load initiated. Let's party.
Shut this!
Can't fight the future. The rest is up to you, Cap.
Catch! Every blow is a strike for justice!
Little Black Man, send Hulk away.
Calm down, Hulk.
Oh,
Leave Hulk alone. Smash together. Hulk brain shields.
You get him, big guy.
Heal from this run.
Prepare yourself! Advance strikes! Wakanda forever!
Wakanda must stand alongside the outer world against this champion. I'm sorry, sister.
As am I, Shuri. Let's fight with everything.
You got this, Shuri.
We're ready for this.
Take it.
Up you go.
Come on, big guy. Get to it.
Hulk stronger than anyone. Hulk smash.
We fight together, we win together.
Now you will see true strength.
Avengers, assemble. Now the gloves come off.
Champion Buster online Friday. Let's show him something special.
Now strike!
If I get hit with a combo like that, that's just disrespectful. But that was Marvel Tokon's Fighting Souls. Again, as we said before, will be available August 6th for PS5, Steam, and the Epic Store. Now, of course, you did see new characters did get added. Again, I'm not mad about Hulk. He's gonna be fun as hell to play.
No, keep playing it.
Huh?
Keep playing it.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, there's more? Oh, okay, hold on.
So, wait, stop. So, time out. Slow it to the slowest possible thing and turn off the sound.
Okay.
So
you'll see why.
Animated from Ice and Howard the Duck.
I mean, Howard the Duck and Cosmo and okay.
Just trust me.
I'm trusting you. I'm watching it
right there. Go back. And get ready to pause it when it flashes green.
This is one of those Instagram things I've never been good at.
Pause.
All right, what are we
let it play just for a hot second more.
Are we looking for
why.
Next
what are we looking for? What are we looking for?
Wait till the eyes are scratched out on Spider-Man. I'll explain everything.
Oh, okay.
All right, you got it.
Okay, so we got eyes scratched out on Spider-Man. This symbol is hat number. If you look over in the corner here, it has the numbers 361. We have the confirmation of Carnage is next.
I'll take your word for it because I didn't see. I'd go. Maybe like I said, I can't really see the numbers on this side. So if that's what you're saying, I'm going with it. Although Carnage before Venom,
the scratches next to Doom too. Like, what is that about?
Because the next team is Doom.
Oh, okay.
Although Carnage before Venom, that's interesting.
No, they're not. May not be doing Venom this time around. They may be doing Carnage.
Hi.
Okay.
Interesting. Well,
so it's Spider-Man number 361, which is the first appearance of Cletus Cassidy in Carnage and Spider-Man.
Gotcha. Okay. But yeah, I did want to point this out because again, with people, and I'm gonna say this because I don't want to harp too much on this. Yes, Shuri was selected as the Black Panther for Souls. It makes sense if they're trying to stick with continuity. I'm not mad about this. Apparently, some people who are incels are. I don't know why, outside the fact they just want to complain, because at least we're getting a Black Panther. It would make sense to keep Shuri. I almost want to say my daughter's name. It almost makes sense to keep Shuri as Black Panther in this role, just because it's for continuity. I get it. It would make sense to do that. At the same time, her going against Storm and having dialogue sounds great to me. So all I can stand and say to y'all people is, if you're just complaining that we're getting Shuri and not T'Challa, y'all got issues.
I mean, which we could still get him later because he's just injured in this game. He's not dead.
Right. He's pretty much very much alive. As Venom pointed out, yeah, Venom got a lot of play in Marvel's Capcom. He's also in Marvel's Galactic what was that game? Galactic Heroes or Galactic Chaos, one of the two. He's in that game. And Black Panther as T'Challa is in that one, and you can play him. So I don't get the whole it's not T'Challa. Well, it's not like you're gonna play with them anyway. But thank you, Cosmic Invasion. Thank you, Blam. Thank you, Bam. Yeah. But that's what it was. Cosmic Invasion. Thank you.
This is Planet Hulk because he just
I think this is
just fair preferences being sent away.
Yeah. Why did you send me away? Which I'm like, oh, this is
World Breaker.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see how all these characters come into play and how their paths are crossing because they're setting up like the leaders of each team with this trailer. But I'm okay with Shuri getting a story, especially if it doesn't come at the cost of T'Challa's death, meaning he could still be a character later on, possibly.
Yeah, at the same time, it's just like we've played. I mean, Tafara's played Tokon, I played Tokon. Joe, I think you played it as well. I don't think any of us have a problem. I'm sorry, you haven't played it yet? Am I wrong?
No.
Oh, my bad. Well, me and Tafari have played it. At the same time, we didn't see any problems with it outside of just trying to get in when it was doing the beta testing. So I'm not against it as far as, adding Shuri. You are obviously getting a lot if you do pre-order. Of course, it does come with year one. Let's be honest. Every fighting game's doing that now. Every fighting game has a season's pass. You just going to have to go ahead and accept it. And the dudes come with different character costumes, skins, things of that nature. And like Joe said, we might be seeing Carnage very soon. Does it play like Invincible Versus? After playing Invincible Versus, to be honest with you, Bama, there is a slight difference. How can I explain this? Invincible Versus plays like Killer Instinct. So it's more focused on timing and attacks than combos. Tokon fights like Street Fighter. If that makes it, I would say like if you played Street Fighter 4 or 5, it plays like that, which is not bad. Great fight mechanics, great engine, and they're not. You're not going to be overwhelmed, or it's not going to feel fast, or it's going to feel it's a pickup and play style. So that's about the best way I can explain the difference between Invincible Versus and Tokon Fighting Souls. So they have the different play styles. Both are very fun, but they are very different. But with that being said, again, that's coming out. As we said before, comes out in August. I am kind of curious what other characters coming forward with. So I do see Marvel investing a lot in Tokon as far as moving forward in the fighting game ring. So, like I said, just kind of curious to see what comes out next. But speaking of next, because Joe, this one's on you because, well, you called this a long time ago. I'm kind of curious about your impressions of seeing the next Mr. Karate in Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. So I'm kind of curious of your opinion on this of this teaser trailer.
Stop me, I dare you!
You may be strong.
Not as strong as me! How about that?
Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves.
Okay, so like we said, that's a teaser trailer for Mr. Karate. I want to say because it said it was in May. Is he out now?
No, he'll be out at the end of the month.
Okay.
Because we usually get like a teaser video and then like a gameplay / mechanics video, don't we?
Yeah. But it's kind of weird because, like Joe said, he comes out. If he's coming out at the end of the month, then more than likely his mechanics trailer is probably going to be either this week or next week. So we probably will be seeing another. We'll probably be seeing another Mr. Karate mechanics trailer very soon. But Joe, you called us a while back. Your opinions on how they show him?
I mean, this is Mr. Karate 3, which is Robert Garcia, which is the Kendo Ryo's Ryu. I'm curious if he's married to Yuri at this point in the storyline. A lot of kicking is going to happen because Robert was was more emphasis on kicks. Anything. I don't know what his fighting style is going to be as Mr. Karate though, so that may differentiate some things. I mean, I'm looking forward to because I was a big Robert player back in the day. Other than that, I just knew it was Mr. Karate. I just didn't know which Mr. Karate it was. I mean, Takuma may still be alive. He was the original Mr. Karate. But if Robert's got gray hair in this, I don't think Takuma would be it. And Ryo may be married and off with King, so I guess maybe Robert just picked up the mask.
No, that's
and
fair.
then next month is Kenshiro.
Yeah. So again, I just see the Legend of the Fist of the North Star, but
Cool
yeah,
thing about the game right now is that it is on sale for like $50 bucks. That includes all of DLC 1 and all of DLC 2.
Yep. Which again, a great deal if you haven't already got in on City of the Wolves. I keep on telling myself I want to go back at least for tournament wise, but like I said, once the Mr. Karate Mechanics Trail comes out, we'll definitely follow up with that. But as Joe said, if you did want to get on, City of the Wolves for Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, now is a great time to do that. But the trailers keep rolling because Tekken 8, we did get a Kunimitsu trailer, and yeah, she's a little different, but here's a trailer.
Let's meet someone new. New challenger. Human extinction. Die. Oh, ha. Well, it's time to work. Huh, here's the left side. Do. You. Have. Business with the student council? We don't accept anyone but the strongest. Die. What's that? Are you trying to recruit? Question mark. Vice President? Fall in love. Here we go.
Auto duck. Okay.
父のもとで修行をしていたのはあなたですね。
Let's see if you're worthy to be called a ninja.
行きます。 しな花を散らしましょう。いでよ、クワカタ。はあ。終わりです。最後に仕上げていきましょうか。燃え尽きなさい。怪盗国光誕生です。
Okay, so that, guys, was the trailer for Kunimitsu for Tekken 8. As you can see, she is another character that's currently on, and bear with me for a second, currently on Season 3 Pass besides Bob, Roger Jr., and we are getting another one for the winter as well as a new stage. I apologize earlier, guys. It looks like the English and the Japanese dubs were both playing, so if you heard double audio, my bad.
So it was the English, it was the regular trailer, but the auto dubbing was adding itself in, which it has done a lot on YouTube. So it was, I thought she was like mute, and they had like an audio track going over sign language, which is what I was like, that doesn't sound right. But yeah, whenever you hear that weird monotone, like robotic English, chances are you're watching a video that has another language in it, or they have taken it upon themselves to just dub the parts that aren't English.
Fair. She is different. I'm trying to think who she reminds me of. I kind of get Taki vibes, but that's Soul Calibur. But I kind of get that vibe from her. She looks like she'd be fun to play. So I will say this. I know it's been a while since I've touched Tekken 8. But I definitely want to see about, I would definitely give her a shot when she comes available. But what say y'all?
I'm not the biggest Tekken guy, but this seems like something my brother would probably use a lot. So whenever him and his friends are online again, I will see how they feel about this character. I mean, she seems like she has an interesting lore look and play style, at least. So especially with the double short swords
and the whole evade thing counter. She that's like her whole evade and counter thing is actually interesting, or it kind of baits and draws you in, and then you can attack. But I just thought that was pretty cool. But Joe, what about you?
Yeah, I stopped playing Tekken a while ago.
Dang. Well, I will say this. I like I said, I know Tekken has issues, and trust me, they do. But no, the character itself looks pretty solid. But Kunimitsu becomes available May 27th, so we're not too far off from that. So again, let us know what you guys think in the comments about that character. But moving right along, we do got a couple more video game trailers before we do get to our comic polls and also our free comic day, because thanks to Far Eye, he did actually help us out in that situation for those that couldn't make it. So Reverse Collapse. This is another indie game, which again, we're trying to show more indie games out there, especially those that don't get a lot of fanfare or recognition. This one is by a group called Sunborn. This is a third-person shooter set in an apocalyptic world. But instead of me talking about it, I will just go ahead and play the trailer. So let me make sure one thing, because we're definitely not going to have a double audio thing again. So give me 1 second just to check.
Yeah, I think it did that just because that's technically like there was Japanese dubbing or talking in there with the English.
Yeah.
That happens to me every now and then.
Okay. No, we're good. All right. So here is Reverse Collapse.
We didn't see you. Okay. Big man on the right.
Do you have a baby in the backpack?
I was gonna say, what is he carrying? Oh, we have friends. Okay, just regular person running through the battlefield. Hello. Yeah, Tracer. What is? Yeah, puppeteer technique. Oh. Squirrel girl? Healer?
No, thanks.
No. They're 2 years out?
Yeah, they're 2 years out. So that comes out in 2028. So that was Reverse Collapse. Again, this is a indie company by the name of Sunborn that's actually doing this. The only thing, I mean, I'm all for cinematic trailers, but it's like in this case, you need a little bit more gunplay than like the last 20 seconds. Because don't be wrong, I am all for cinematic trailers. I am. But in this case, how can I be ever so nicely? And I'm not asking for the trailer to explain everything, but you literally showed like 5 different things. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the first time I saw this, I'm like, what is this? Death Stranding in a different story? Because they didn't explain what they didn't explain was on Old Boy's back. They didn't explain how the enemies got reanimated because they were touched.
Like those Nazis from Killzone or one of those games, like with the bad guys on the cover, it looks just like this, and they're all carrying shovels. Yeah. I'll be honest, they had me for a little bit, and then the anime girls came in and kind of took me out. I was like, what? I'm like, is this another gacha game? Like, I can't tell if their art style doesn't blend with the background or just them in general. They kind of just like, all right, this there's not too serious. Because in the beginning, the aesthetic of this kind of looks like the movie 9, if anybody's ever seen it. Like the guy's face and even the 3 red dots kind of remind me of 9 and the bad guy and the kind of darker. And then the girls come in and it's just like, all right, I feel like this got a little bit lighter. It looks like it's like a little 3D tower defense-ish. Capture the objective is what it seems like.
Well, it's supposed to be a 3-man fire team, which it looks like it is. So you can play it. You can play as either one of them. But I was on the fence about this. So I was like, it's an indie group. It's their game they're trying to put out there. I just wish that the trailer focused more on the gameplay. If there was more gameplay than what we saw versus cinematics, I'd be more on board with it. I'll still probably be looking for it in 2028. I just hope they have something more to go off of because, it wasn't a no, but it wasn't a yes either as far as me wanting to immediately pick it up and play it. But Joe, you said this was a no for you.
Oh, I tapped out almost immediately.
Fair enough. Well, the other trailer that we do have, guys, because I completely forgot about this, about Dead or Alive last round, or Dead or Alive 6 last round, that they are actually having a collaboration with the King of Fighters 14. So it looks like, as Joe pointed out a long time ago, this might be a revival of the Dead or Alive series for all those that remember it. So, yeah, that was the collaboration trailer for Dead or Alive 6 last round and King of Fighters. As you can see, guys, if it's Dead or Alive, let's just go ahead and get the jokes out the way. Physics. Always physics in Dead or Alive 6.
Cool girl action going on here. Like,
it's how can I explain Dead or Alive? How can I explain Dead or Alive? Just the costumes and the skins they come up with sometimes are a little bit
Like the fact that the guys are all just in the back, along with Buddy over here in the left, who I had to double take to even see because he's in all black, blending in with the background damn near.
I mean, that's Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden.
I haven't played any of those games. I was blanking on the name, but like I didn't see him at first because they just have
doing a good job as a ninja.
There you go.
Just like I said, it's
I mean, core fighters and a free-to-play version available at launch. People will be playing this.
Yeah, people will still play it. It's like I used to play Dead or Alive a long ass time ago, but if this is their way of trying to bring people back, no, you're not, Bama. You're not. A lot of people are. But let's be honest, DOA Extreme Volleyball was still one of the highest selling games for Xbox. Take with that what you will.
And not because Master Chief was in it.
Yeah, but that's the only thing about it. So at least for all those, like I said, I ain't gonna lie, even as a Dead or Alive fan, I am not really too jazzed about this. I'd rather get another King of Fighters. That's just me. But again, if you are a fan of that, it does come out June 25th of this year. So not too far from now. Before we get to our 2 Alien trailers, this next one, it was actually made by those called In the Black. So these are the people that basically were behind X-Wing, MechWarrior 2, and Crisis. So this is their shot at a indie game of their own, and this one is called Into the Black.
And we start talking. Oh, you worked on X-Wing? You worked on TIE Fighter? Oh my God, I love those games. When are you going to make another one? Well, that's what this project is.
Flight system.
We want to recapture that intense, immersive feeling of being in the cockpit, in a spacecraft, shooting things and blowing them up real good.
Real Newtonian physics, heavy component damage. That's something I could never pass up.
All right, so that was Into the Black. As you can see now, it's available for early access on Steam, so you can definitely check it out there. Like I said before, this does give me a little bit of Starfield and a little bit of MechWarrior because you can tell by the extreme customizations. And Joe, you could probably agree with me on that when I was getting MechWarrior vibes from that. Looks fun, but what do you guys think?
I mean, it looks like a more realistic space fighter simulator, especially with how looks like in depth the upgrade and customization system is going to be. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be for me, but I know there are people that are into this type of thing. So, and clearly the guys making this have a lot of passion and love behind this type of game. So, I hope they find the audience they're looking for.
Yeah, fair enough. Joe?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. It looks interesting. As long as I'm able to play it.
I mean, it's gonna be honest. It's gonna be. It does look interesting. Like I said, it is a more realistic, I guess, or more of a simulator. Which they did say it was more of a simulator, though. But I did like the customization, though, because somebody's gonna try to do a Star Wars or Star Trek ship. I just hope they do it right. At least that's just my opinion as a Trekkie. But you can definitely check them out on Steam as early access is available to give it a shot, give your opinion, things of that nature. But Alien Isolation, I'm going to be honest, this game I'm pretty much out on because you are not going to send me up against an alien I can't fight. However, if you did enjoy Alien Isolation, guess what? They are coming out with a sequel.
That's not fair. You can fight it, you just won't win.
Okay. So was that a tail wagging I saw when the door opened?
Probably.
If you look in the top right, look in the top right when the door opens, like something just slithered out of frame.
You mean that?
Yeah.
Actually, that's a part of that. Well, let me not.
Oh, go back to like right when the door opens and watch that corner.
Hang on, I got one for you. Slow it down.
Yep, playback speed.
All right. Oh shoot. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I saw it move. Dang it! Now I saw him in a horror movie. I
guess that's like the save point right there in the middle. So it's like make a run for it if you dare.
Yeah, I mean, well, technically there was two because I was looking up here, and then there's something down there. Like, if you notice here at the bottom, there was the tail, and then there's something up there.
I think that's just something tattered and blowing in the wind.
Possibly, or something else. Something new coming to kill us, which I'm curious if we're playing as the same character, because she eliminated all of them, didn't she?
I'm going to ask Joe. Joe, did you played Isolation? How'd it go?
How did you not beat Isolation? You got to be able to fight him at the end.
I didn't know. No, I'm going to be honest with Isolation. I never played Isolation because, like we talked about, I didn't like the fact that you had to hide. At the same time, I watched other people play it, not realizing that in Isolation, your mic actually they can actually hear you through your mic.
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of people, a lot of people didn't know that. So I'm sitting there watching jump scare videos of folks like, oh, I hope he didn't see me. And you just see the alien just do this. Like, I can hear you, right? But that part was funny. But no, I'm going to be honest. I didn't play
question.
Isolation.
I think you may be on a colony as Amanda.
Okay.
The Alien Incursion game is actually a pseudo sequel to this because Amanda knows the two main characters in that game because they actually literally reference, "Hey, we got to get in contact with Amanda."
Yeah, but no, I didn't play. I couldn't bring myself. Like I said, it was the whole thing of not fighting or at least giving myself a fighting chance. I couldn't do it. But it is being developed by Creative Assembly. I think it's the first people that did that. I think that's the first group that did the first Isolation game. Thank you. And because it is a teaser, I don't think, Joe, we don't have any more information outside of the teaser being released, do we?
I'm fairly certain they'll do something at Summer Games Fest. The reason why this came out is because it was April 26th, so it was Alien Day because of LV426.
Yeah. So is that too. So yeah, Isolation 2. So that's going to be interesting. But that's not the only Alien show that we do have, guys. This also, Joe brought this one up. It made me smile because number one, I really did like the first one of this. I thought this was probably the best PvE version of an Alien Fireteam game out there. And I'm talking about Aliens Fireteam Elite. We're actually getting another one that's called Fireteam Elite 2. Excuse me. But here's the trailer.
If anyone is listening, this is Dr. Lily Pierce on planet LV-558 in Storespoon. Xenomorphs have overrun the colony. I repeat, overrun the colony. We're running out of air and people are dying. Send the Marines. Send everyone.
Everywhere!
Hold the line!
Sorry I'm late.
Okay. The hell is that? Oh,
That's a Praetorian Guard. It's like one step down from a queen.
oh. might be synthetic too.
It was a class-based extraction shooter. Like good.
So we're fighting robots, synthetics. And queens. And we're fighting queens.
Mm-hmm. This is also coming out super soon, too, apparently.
Yeah. Right around the corner with damn summer now.
So right around summertime games. So yeah, that was Aliens Fireteam Elite 2, as we said, coming out pretty soon for Epic, Steam, PS5, Xbox Series X and S. I'm sold just because the first Fireteam Elite I liked. I played on PlayStation and fell in love with it. It looks like they did make a lot of improvements, being that it's a little bit more closer, like the actual fighting. Because how can I explain this? For all those that have played Fireteam Elite, you are playing in a third-person style, which means you're basically behind the camera. This one looks a little bit more up close. What I mean by that is, just from the angle and things of that nature, it looks like they've kind of eliminated the space in between. The aliens look a little bit more aggressive, especially that one freaking enforcer I can't stand to save my doggone life. But the fact that it looks like we're getting... Huh?
The bull alien?
Yeah, I hated those things. Bullet sponges is what I call them. But it looks like they are more aggressive. I do like the whole idea of now you're facing not just facing aliens, but it looks like robots and cyborgs as well. So yeah, I want to see what this Fireteam Elite 2 is going to be about. I do want to play it. At the same time, this will probably be, I'm not going to lie, between this and Isolation 2, I am more leaning toward Fireteam Elite 2 myself. But what say y'all?
I may take a look at it. If they have a demo or something in there, I might try it. Just I never really tried any of the Alien games because Isolation was just a big hell no. I watch people play it though for fun.
Yeah.
Now that I've gotten into Helldivers, I am more friendlier to extraction shooters. So this one I might give a try.
How am I the one that doesn't like horror movies, but I've been able to play Alien Isolation?
I told you why, but I told you my reason. But what's the part what you're saying?
I watched enough people play. I'm like, what do you mean the microphone is your biggest op the whole game? Like
you just turn it off.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
Right. I mean, I want to be able to talk. I want to be able to talk shit, which I was doing in Fireteam Elite, but I also try to do when I was getting overrun, which is never a smart idea. But no. Again, this coming out so soon makes me think that Summer of Games is going to have some interesting news. But yeah, can't go wrong with Fireteam. The group behind the Aliens Fireteam Elite. I just, like I said, it looks like a lot of fun. It really does. But that's all the trailers that we do have. So, fellas, any TV or anime reviews before we go into our comic book day?
Demons of the Shadow Realm. Jesus fucking Christ. That first episode was wild. Also, if you guys want a good turn your brain off show, that Rooster Fighter show is absolutely ridiculous.
I was wondering about that.
I finally started watching it, and it is like it's got action and voice acting that's great, but it's just stupid and funny. I'm enjoying it. I'm like I think 6 or 7 episodes in, and I feel like I don't see as much advertising for it now that it's out. But yeah, if y'all want to see something just goofy and fun, but still got some fights in there. Rooster Fighter on Disney Plus or Hulu or Cartoon Network if you have if you got cable still.
Nice. But yeah, I definitely got to look at Rooster Fighter because that's on my list on Hulu. Joe, what about you?
I mean, Daredevil was super good. I don't understand how Fisk can get away with everything, but he does kind of.
How did you fight all of New York and get to leave?
That part. The ending of Daredevil was definitely a little off. I think only because we're trying to set up the next season. They're setting up for a brand new day. But that's just me. But I'm sorry, Joe. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you're good, bud. What was I thinking? There was that. Yeah. Demons of the Shadow Realm. Great cameo in If You Know Where to Look from Full Metal Alchemist this week. Digimon Beat Break, my Otismon comes back for an appearance.
Okay.
Other than that, I've not been able to watch too many things. So, like, I just don't have. This has just been a very busy week for me because I've been streaming Pragmatis, so I haven't been able to get and watch a lot of stuff.
Oh, no worries. No worries. I know for me, same way with Daredevil. Really surprised they went with that. Again, people trying to fight Kingpin and literally getting thrown 6 ways from Sunday. At the same time, the man still got to go to his island. The boys. I'm not sure what Crypty is doing. But again, let me stress this very heavily when I say I don't know what Crypty is doing. He did the same thing in Supernatural when it came to the last season. So what we might think is going to happen may not happen. They may completely deviate from the in-game story of the boys. Still not complaining that Huey is still trying his hardest to save Butcher, which I still find it hilarious. And that Mother's Milk finally realized that, hey, you are becoming the thing that you hate, which I find interesting. Also, what's interesting, the fact that Soulja Boy might actually like Homelander now, which I thought was a little interesting after giving him the V1. But like I said, not too many episodes left of the boys. I think we're down to two episodes left.
The next episode is called what is it? I think the Kimiko, the Frenchman, and the man named Mother's Milk. So,
dang! So they're gonna do all three. It's gonna be the all three.
All three, or it's gonna be a lot of other. They said they're gonna see a lot of people are gonna be out of the show by next episode, and
if it's Frenchman, Mother's Milk, and Kimiko, oh dang, that might be the three. I'm not going to spoil it for you. I'll just say read the graphic novel. You'll understand why I said not all three. But no, that's really all that I got as well. Like I said, I still got to catch up on anime after the podcast done. I still got to catch up on Sentence to Be a Hero, Shadow Demons of the Shadow Realm, Togenicki. I didn't even watch the My Hero episode yet. But what you say, Joe?
I did watch that new My Hero, that very last My Hero episode.
Was it worth it?
Man, did that piss so much of the community off. It was hilarious.
Oh, damn.
I feel like my only thing was like, we're adults. Why are we being childish about this?
See, now I was gonna watch because I was trying to see if they gave it a nice little, love.
Let me wrap it up. It ended really great. It pissed off the community because half their ships were either confirmed or half their ships were confirmed and no one was gay for each other. So
yeah, I don't know where that came from. I don't know. Yahweh used to be a thing. It's like, we get this isn't real. And somewhere in the last 5 years, it's like, no, it's supposed to happen. I'm just like, y'all, we're losing recipes. These are supposed to be fan ships only. Y'all were never supposed to get your hopes up for that shit to be real. I don't know what false reality you're living in, but even in the last chapter of the manga, they set it up for them because she's wearing his scarf. She's wearing Deku's scarf as they all jump into the abyss of adulthood. Like that was, and that was kind of all the confirmation we got. But like, I was kind of annoyed that we didn't really get anything. Like we got like little hints, but there was no confirmation outside of like 2 characters from Class B we haven't heard from in forever.
Yeah.
Like Kaminari and Alien Chick. They're more than likely a couple.
Yeah.
They're Jack and Electric Dude. They say they're not a couple and that it's just a coincidence, but they're probably also bullshitting everybody because they don't want everybody up in their business.
Yeah.
Also, we fully support the gay, lesbian, and LGBTQ community. But I will say this. 2 dudes can be really good close friends or have trauma bonding and just be really close with each other and not be a gay couple. It's okay.
But folks were really mad about the fact that their ships.
Oh, they were so pissed that Deku and Baku did not get together. Like, it's
wow.
Also, I don't know if. Now I'll ask you, Tafari, because I know you've watched this too with me. Momo and Shoto. Did that give off couple vibes to you on them?
I feel like it could, but I feel like Shoto is still finding himself. Like the fact that he is taking basically a pottery class because he's like, I want to learn how to build things with my own hands. And the fact that he is more so, the fact that he is posthumously trying to connect to his brother in their love of soba, which is kind of all he got before he died, which succumbing to his injuries. He's like, yeah, I'm going to learn how to like make chopsticks.
Yeah, it's just the way they talked about like money. It's like, are you two like engaged? Are you two like a couple? And talking about it.
I thought everyone chipped in on that. I didn't realize that was just her giving him money. But yeah, just based off who was hanging out with who at the end, I'm like, okay, so a little setup. Like, I don't know if Horikoshi's just too shy to like let anyone kiss on screen. Like,
yeah,
I feel like gentle.
That may be a thing. God bless that little grape-headed asshole. Got nobody and is going nowhere.
Yeah, my only thing is like I feel like I don't like that the only confirmed couple we got is La Brava and Gentle, and that whole shit
is weird. That was weird.
It's weird because it looks like I thought she was like a fangirl when there was like, oh, they're in love. I'm like, excuse me, and then I find out, oh, she's like 25 and he's like 30, and I'm like, she looks 12 and he looks 200.
That part.
Of course, this is also Japan, where technically I'm considered extremely old. So,
yeah, that is kind of weird.
I mean, the other thing is like Frog Girl Froppy is like the best friend in the world you would ever want.
Yes.
No,
like
that's
works
fair.
out for her homegirl at like all times.
That's fair.
Froppy is Roxanne's friend in Goofy Movie. She's very much making sure her friend is not deterred or blocked in any way whatsoever.
Correct.
Right. I guess I got something to look forward to. Not good, Joe.
It was fine. It's just hilarious to see like everybody like immediately try to pile into Baku's car.
Oh yeah, because he got the brand new vet, and everyone's like, yeah, why do you do this when you can fly? And it's like, clearly, I want to show off things. I don't think Lemillion should be around kids. That's just
he should not.
That's the response I'm getting across from everybody. It's just like that. Wait till his first scandal will kill his number one hero ranking.
I have got to watch this episode.
But other than that, I would have liked this to be like maybe a 45-minute special. I don't know. The way they ended it, it was like super childish. I'm like, we ended on a dap. That's the best we can do.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is everyone suits up to catch like an armed robbery chase. I'm like, the full force of your class is not needed for this chase. Like, it's just not.
But also, it took us 5 minutes. What's stopping us from going back to the restaurant? We could easily go back and still make this like a thing, you know? But I liked it for what it was. And wrapping it up with Ochako's kind of unhealed trauma with Toga was a nice little bow. Especially since we kind of got an ending for every one of the League of Villains except for her. Also reminding us that our teachers are not that old, so the fact that they're just now looking slightly older, because in Vigilantes, the only one who's old is All Might, because he's already like full blown into hero work, while the rest of them are fresh out of school. But the rest of them are only like in their late 20s, early 30s in My Hero Academia. So the fact that they're just now in like their prime hero work it's actually makes a lot of sense.
The only thing I didn't understand was the rabbit woman.
Mirko?
Yeah, Mirko, why did she have gun arms? I thought it was only her one leg got messed up.
No, her arms got messed up too.
She tore her other arm off in the last fight. So she is missing 3 limbs.
Yeah, she
I did not realize that. I was like, why is she
literally tore her arm off to beat somebody with it?
Yeah, so if you watch that final fight when she does like the rabbit sprint to Shigaraki, she rips her last arm off, and that's why she's sprinting on nubs to try and take him out. So
okay. I missed that. I guess I missed that part because I'm just like, why does she have like mech gun arms?
I'll be honest, I kind of hate how they took her first leg because she just got stabbed through it went straight through. But then when we see her next time she's missing, I'm like, damn, that did that much damage? But she still got enough sprint. She still got enough power behind her to still take people out. And with crime being less than it used to be, I guess she's still in there.
It's true. Well, thank you guys for that. So Free Comic Book Day did pass. Unfortunately, a lot of us didn't get to enjoy it because life be lifing. However, we do want to show off things that we got thanks to Tafari, because Tafari not only was able to score some comics, he actually got some signed ones. So, Tafari, we're gonna start with you and then go around. What you did get for Free Comic Book Day?
Yeah, did you guys have yours, or did they all?
Oh, yeah, I got mine. Yeah, I got mine ready. Joe's getting his right now.
Okay. So yeah, while Joe's doing that, I had so my comic store, our guy, I guess, has been out of town dealing with stuff. So I had family stuff. So I had to drive out to freaking Claremont. But shout out to the people at Coliseum Comics who always take care of me. So decided to take a chance on trying to get back into Power Rangers. So I got Power Rangers 0. Let me see if I can get the blur off of this camera. Hold on. Where are you at? Where are my settings? Visual effects. There we go. Yeah, all right. So I got Power Rangers 0. I got the Sonic X DC collab.
Nice.
Because I've heard Kira talk about this one a lot. Something is killing the children. Road to Slime. So I guess this is a tie-in book or like a connecting story.
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog #1, which I'm guessing is the beginning of the IDW verse. They were doing free autographs from 12 to 3, and I met the colorist for the Energon universe. So he had a stack of these free books. So he signed enough for all 3 of us. I'm waiting to hear back from my brother to see if he wants this one. But yeah, shout out to Mike Spicer who gave all of us a autographed copy.
Yes.
Hooray.
Yeah, he definitely did. So to Mr. Spicer, we also understand that you would love to be on the podcast. We will definitely try to do our best to reach out to you to get you on here because we do always want to support the artist. And also, again, thank you to Farai for thinking of us, for mailing us those comics. Like I said, if you were able to get a hold of Free Comic Book Day, at least you got to enjoy it. Let us know what you got. And let us know what you got, guys, in the comments. And again, Free Comic Book Day is every year. Please take advantage of that, not just for the free comics, but to get to know your local comic book stores, and as well as your libraries, things of that nature. Because trust me, you will miss them when they are gone.
Cool guy. Cool guy. Much appreciated. He was doing free autographs and commentary or remarks. I didn't know there was a difference. He was doing autographs and remarks all day for free. He had some variants of Ultimate Batman that he worked on that he was selling as well. A lot of kids walked up, and that was kind of like their first autograph too. They had some other ones I kind of wanted to pick up. They had a Avatar comic with it was like a Roku story from his training days in the Earth Kingdom. There was a Lego Batman story because the game is coming out. So there's a tie-in series. They had a lot of good books this year, but I could only get 5. So, how did you guys do?
Fair enough. Like I said, I couldn't enjoy it. Joe, did you get any hauls from Comic Book Day, or did you have to work as well? Okay, you had to work too. Yep. So unfortunately, this wasn't a very successful year for us. But
you guys' store don't have any leftovers? Because I'm pretty sure my store had hella books. I figured there'd still be more.
I haven't checked with Rick's Comic City. Joe, do you know?
No, I haven't. I haven't gotten to be able to go to Great Escape either, and they're literally 2 minutes up the road from me.
So yeah, this is pretty much just been a swing and a miss for us. So, but yeah, like I said, it's one of those things where life be life, and you wish you can get there, but unfortunately, responsibilities. But do we want to do the comic pool? Joe, you ready for the comic pools?
Yeah, I'm not gonna pull them up this time because I want to see if that doesn't tank us like it usually does.
Okay,
go for it.
Well, I still got to pull them up on my end.
Well, while you're doing that, even though we do say it already, shout out to Rick's Comic City, Nashville #1 go-to place for comic books, for comic books, for mangas, Funko Pops, you name it, they got it. 2 locations, Nashville, Tennessee, and Clarksville, Tennessee, as well as rickscomiccity.com, the website that you're seeing right there. Again, you will definitely go there, see us on our televisions playing. They show us love, so we want to show them love back. If you are not in the Middle Tennessee area, guys, please support your local comic book stores. Support your local library. Support your indie artists, whether they are colorists, writers, drawers, letterists, or just overall owners. Please support them because, trust me, right now, independent media is a great thing. Independent artists, indies themselves are a great thing. Shout out to our friends at Midnight Comics. Shout out to Ace Blade. Shout out to Concrete, to Wingless, to Greg Day, to Phil Butte, I can keep going down the list, but there's a lot of them. So shout out to all those, of course, in the indie scene, because right now they are definitely having fun with it. So if you can support them, even if it means sharing their work, please do so. The world will be better off for it. But
yeah, that is a fun event to take kids to, especially if they have people out doing free signings or free autographs.
Oh yeah,
they'll usually have people there. They'll usually have the books that they've worked on there. And you guys have always told me about. I've learned more about the Energon universe and this crossover from you guys, because I guess Paramount's just doing nothing with the setups that they have done for G.I. Joe and Transformers. But yeah, I saw Energon universe, and he had a stack of them next to him, and they're like, "Yeah, this is the book you worked on." I was like, "All right, Joe and Spartan will probably like this." So he signed that, and then he signed a couple other books that other people have picked up of his that are pretty dope. So yeah, shout out Mike, shout out to Coliseum Comics and everyone who kind of set up that whole event. Man, it was a cool day. It was pouring outside, so I had to make sure the books didn't get wet. But it was a dope day out there, man.
Also, let me say this before Joe gets into his comic pulls. Guys, even though we do support the artists, if you're going to Free Comic Book Day and they have guests there, I'm going to refer back to my rules. Be nice. Be nice and be kind. Don't go there with a crap load of stuff. Be respectful. It will get you a lot farther than the guy that's just trying to get stuff signed so we can turn around and sell it back on eBay. These artists, these writers, these colorists and letterists, no scammers. At the same time, don't ruin the experience for everybody else there. Simply put, everybody wants to enjoy free comics. If there is a guest there, politely ask them if it would be okay, as Tafara did. Tafara just asked the guy, would it be okay for you to sign this? And he walks out with, as you can see, a lot more stuff than he bargained for. And that's only because he showed the guy respect. If you show the people respect, if you are kind to them, you will get a lot more than what you bargained for. But if you be a dick to them, they'll be a dick to you, and you can't say shit. So again, be nice. Not that freaking hard. But Joe, just let me know whenever you're ready, and we can definitely swoop to you.
Yep, we got Batman Static Shock Beyond #6. This is written by Evan R.C., art by Miguel Mendoca, and colors by Will Quintana. This is a wild issue. I don't remember if this is the finale or the penultimate issue, though.
I want to say it's the finale the way it read.
Yeah, because we got an alien invasion. We got Blight versus Ebon, which is probably one of my favorite parts of the book.
Mm-hmm.
Terry doing Batman things. I'm not sure who the alien race is. I'm not sure if they were Kogarians or if they were Dorians, which is the race that Kanjaro is. But they try to use shutdown for their own purposes by making like a nullification beam weapon.
Yeah.
Using them to power it. Like, it was a wild issue. It was fun.
Yeah, it was. And the fact that Shutdown kind of got his redemption. He got his redemption arc. So that was interesting. But yeah, it was a good issue.
As I said, the highlight was just Ebon fighting Blight. That was great.
Yeah.
My favorite thing thus far about this has been Ebon, because he was like the primary antagonist for everything, and you can just chill. Like, at this point, adulthood worked well on him because he's just over all of his angsty, I'm the darkness and evil BS. Now he's just like, I just want to make sure my brother's stuff goes well, and I just want to support him.
Very much. but it was a good issue, though.
I want to know what hit him so hard that he decided to rehabilitate.
That's a good question. That's a really good question.
We got DC Sonic's new crossover, the Metal Legion. This is written by Ian Flynn and art by Adam Bryce Thomas with colors by Matt Herms. Pretty much the last time DC and Sonic crossed over their work, this version of the DC universe merged with the Sonic universe, so they can freely pass them forth between Earth and Mobius, and it's just a big team-up book. Silver's with the Green Lantern Corps. Amy's helping out Wonder Woman, we see that Supergirl is going to decide to stay on Mobius because she loves cream and cheese.
Yep.
Sonic is doing Flash things. Shadow just does not like Damian Wayne.
Oh no, that whole part was funny.
That, though.
He said, "If I want to support, I'll call Red Hood." Damn, that was messed up.
And then Luthor invites Dr. Robotnik to the Legion of Doom.
Yeah, that was still messed up. If I want to support, I'll call Red Hood.
Mm-hmm.
This level of petty.
This is a fun issue.
The level of petty.
It was so petty, but it was also super fun. Oh, we also see that Beast Boy tries to take on the forms of the people from the Sonic universe, and we learned that he can do it.
Okay.
He did Tails. He's like, how do you lift people and twirl at the same time?
No, he like spins his tails and flies, and he's like, my lower back hurts so bad. How do you carry people doing this?
Oh man, that was funny though.
That was great. Next up, we got JSA number 19. This starts the Search for the Spectre, Part 1. Writer Jeff Lemire. Art is Diego Olotegu. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Colors by Luis Guerrero. The Spectre is trying to find a new host in the Younger Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
So number 1 being Kid Eternity. We see that Stargirl, Joaquin Thunder, and the new Dr. Fate, who is, I forget what his name is off the top of my head, are kind of chilling and whatnot. They're welcome Stargirl back. The dead JSA tries to fight off the Spectre, but it does not go well. And it ends with this.
Yep.
Fun issue. I do like where this is going. This is probably better than the last couple of things we did, but JSA is still a fun, solid book. I think what really helped improve this book is that we got Jeff Lemire writing it. We got Jeff Johns off this book.
That would probably explain a lot.
Yep. Jeff Johns. JSA is Jeff Johns' baby. Like, he broke his teeth in on that thing, but like, you could definitely tell he still has hangups from the last time he wrote it, and we need to move onward and away from that, which I'm okay with Jeff Johns writing stuff.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. This is not my usual Brian Michael Bendis thing. Like, Jeff Johns is like legitimately good writer, but like, he still has his hangups when he returns to a book, and sometimes that's good because that means he can continue a story, or sometimes that's bad because we know what story he's already going to tell. So I am okay with Jeff Lemire taking over.
So basically, Tom King on a bad day.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Because that's my hang up with him and Wonder Woman, but that makes sense.
I don't know. I mean, the new arc with the Matriarch's pretty good.
As long as he doesn't go back, as long as he doesn't have to go back to the well, if he sticks with what he's doing, yeah, it's great. But it's Tom King. It's like 3 great issues and then 2 terrible ones.
I can't help you there. We got Tales of the Green Lantern Corps, Guy Gardner. This is written by Jerry Dugan, art by Matteo Lolli and Laura Braga and Vasco Gregov, with colors by John Kalsif. Now, if this sounds familiar to you, that is because the team from Deadpool is now doing Tales of the Green Lantern Corps. And it is in full effect because this is a big old Guy Gardner book where Green Lantern and Internal Affairs, because of the multiverse thing happening, because they have to make sure Guy's being on the up and up, and because John did die canonically in this universe, and this other John just popped up from an alternate universe, they have to make sure this John is like legitimately John Stewart. So the Internal Affairs guy who looks like an alien version of a fusion between Matlock and Columbo.
Yeah.
I'm calling it as I sees it.
I was gonna go with an alien form of Cecil from Invincible, but that works.
No, he gave off very strong Matlock and Columbo vibes. He pits the two against each other because they are really good friends. So naturally, that means they beat the shit out of each other until they're both sure they are who they say they are, and then they go grab a bite to eat.
That was still funny. It's like, yeah. So I was gonna sum that whole entire issue up as Guy Gardner wasn't wrong.
He's not.
I mean, he's out of line, but he's right.
Solid book. All right, so we are looking at Amazing Spider-Man 28. Why? Because Death Spiral is done, and this book is not colossal shit anymore, for the moment. So this is written by Joe Kelly with guest pencils by Corey Smith and Francisco Mania. Inkers are Orden Jr., Roberto Porgi, and Francisco Mina. Colors are Marco Menez and Erica Arsenagia. This is just a normal day for Spider-Man. This is literally just a normal day for Spider-Man. And I'm okay with reading Spider-Man books where it's just a normal day with Spider-Man. He gets up. He gets a message from Doctor Strange from the past with a D&D cube where Peter has created his own magical event from when he was fighting with the children of Sidorak into what Doctor Strange says he dubbed the Bill and Ted complex, a Bill and Ted maneuver. Where he has to go to a certain place in a certain time to punch out a certain child of Sidorak. We see the fallout of what's going to happen to Brian, who is going to be the new villain for this arc. Peter gets suspended because of Ben Reilly's tampering with his project of work. We see he's still in a relationship with Raylith, who has been cured of her alien disease that she could potentially catch in Earth's atmosphere, but she's still lactose intolerant. But like all of us that are lactose intolerant, she still wants ice cream.
She wants that sweet, sweet anguish. That's so funny.
And then we get more stuff with Kintsugi, which I guess is Joe's Kelly insert character. Nice small talk. Peter just is a colossal dork with him. But, again, this is just a normal day Spider-Man book. He has to fight Absorbing Man, Titania, and defeats Absorbing Man by knocking him into a hot dog cart. So his body turns into hot dog water.
True.
It turns into perfect hot dogs.
Literally hot dog water.
He looks like that one scene from in Everything Everywhere All at Once where his hands are hot dogs.
Yeah.
So again, I'm okay with this issue. This is just a normal day for Peter, and I'm always okay to see normal Peter days.
I just want the man just to have one good day, just one.
He got his alien girlfriend back.
Right.
So, like I said, I'm okay with it right now. It was not a bad book. I'm glad we're done with Death Spiral because that was just utter horseshit. So,
yeah.
Miles came back. I thought Miles was not supposed to come back till later, but apparently he's getting a new rebranding title. Well, he is getting a new book.
Yeah.
But this is a continuation of Cody Ziegler's book under the Astonishing Miles Morales. Art of the Flip. This is just a normal day for Miles. This is written by Cody Ziegler with art by Alejandro Miracolo and Igara. Colors by Dona Sanchez Almera. Miles runs into the two bee thieves, reforms them. They now work as security and art restoration in a museum. And then him and somebody met during the God event, and his brother Shift take on the Puerto Rican speedster villain that has been plaguing Miles for a while. This is just the day in the life for Miles, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of setting up for something else, especially with the ending. So I expected it for it to be I'm not going to say a soft story, but it's a setup story.
Yep, but again, I am okay with normal Miles days, like I am thinking, because we need a good Miles book. We do.
Yeah.
I'm always okay with Miles books. Cyclops, if you want to hear about more Cyclops, tune in to Laserprint. We will be covering this one because this is Jubilee Daily Return. This is a one-shot because this is our Asian Pacific Islander issue.
Okay.
This is written by Jean Luen Yang with art by Michelle Ying and colors by Yen Nitro. We also get a nice interview. Jubilee teams up with her cousin as they go and try to free his cousin's mom. Her cousin has mutant abilities where he can protect sonic shots similar to that of like Havoc, but he uses a pistol to focus his shots.
Huh.
It was just a fun thing of Jubilee chilling around, running around in, I want to say Hong Kong, with her cousin, just doing fun Jubilee things.
Okay.
I'm okay with it.
I'm like I said, I was able to get to hold of this one, so I was kind of wanting your opinion on this one to see if it was worth reading.
No, it was a solid thing. I kind of wish we would get more of it, but she is also technically part of Uncanny X-Men, so Rogue's finishing up her storyline. I wouldn't mind if Jubilee had more of her storyline here.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then we got Muppets Noir because God, so much. I love it so much.
I'm gonna have to lean on you for that one. Unfortunately, I couldn't get to that one myself. So, is it just a continuation, or is it something? There's a twist in this one?
So we got writer, artist, letter, and main cover Roger Lowridge, and colorist is Deborah Kelly. Skip Minnow is trying to evade a nightclub, and unfortunately, the smell of pies knock him out and put him into a dreamlike sequence where this is exactly what it seems like. It's exactly like that episode from
the Dreams
Keef episode where it just shows children, hey, here's what an acid trip looks like.
Oh, the dream sequence from the Muppet Show?
No. From the rock and roll thing where it's Mr. Teeth and everyone as they're trying to get the electric.
Yeah. Okay, I got
you. They'll go on that acid trip.
Yeah.
Same premise.
Gotcha. Although I can see it working for that one. That does make sense.
Yeah. No, this was a super duper fun issue. It was so good.
Nice.
That's all the books this week.
All right. Well, thank you for that. So we are going to go ahead and wrap up, guys. Again, thank you all for watching, for letting people live. Certainly appreciate it. Shameless plugging, as we usually do before we do all get out of here on this lovely weekend. I start with the man, the myth, the legend, because he's always working somewhere. Tafara, I say, let people know what you're up to and where they can find you.
Yeah, thank y'all for sticking with us. I know these shows run late. We do segments and clips. I try to keep it to like twice a day. If y'all want to come back and just watch the little bits and see whatever we covered there. Otherwise, we appreciate y'all tuning in live. We have gained some subscribers, so it's appreciated. Me, I don't know. I was thinking of a Star Fox skit, but I don't know. I feel like Keith kind of got it covered at this point, so I might just throw that entire script in the trash. Yeah, still doing shorter bits over the main channel. Gaming channel, I have played Trees Hate You, Dead is Disco, clipped my Star Fox reaction. I did what else did I? Because I just clipped something else over there and I'm forgetting what it was. Oh yeah, felt myself getting the platinum trophy for Parappa because ran at 3 a.m. boredom. And then currently working my way through Assassin's Creed Black Flag. We finished Luigi's Galaxy, so we're completely done with Mario Galaxy as a whole. Got the 120% prize, and that game is now back on the shelf. Did an entire run of TMNT Shredder's Revenge today on the gaming channel on the bike. So a little sore right now and tired. I need to go eat something. But yeah, still working on funny stuff on the main channel. I'm going to try to make it to the anniversary showing Space Jam coming up this month. I'm also working on a video for this game, Gravity's Edge. I just haven't had time to sit down and play it because the demo is kind of beefy. So whenever I get time, I'll try to get that out since that is another indie game that supported us during BlurredCon. Also, if you check out on my collab section on either of my channels, I did a post-BlurredCon interview with our homie Blurredography. Did my best to kind of shout out everybody who kind of supported and tapped in on that weekend just to kind of show my appreciation. If you got 10 minutes to go check it out, it's a quick recap of the entire weekend and everything we did. I have visuals and everything in there as well. But that is about it for me.
All right. And a man that's also as busy as all get out. Show Guy Joe, let people know what you're up to and where they can find you at, sir.
Currently, I'm streaming Pragmata over on Twitch, and then later in this month, both Mech Warrior will be streamed, and also I learned Starbites drops like in 2 weeks, which is that Korean mech RPG. So I'll be doing that too. Other than that, I'll just be over at Middle Tennessee Gaming Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday night for all sorts of events like Beyblade and Flesh and Blood, Cardfight Vanguard, Magic the Gathering. Come buy stuff. Other than that, I'm here. I'm on my comic book review podcast, Laserprint. I had to miss last week because one of our friends had a kid. So I was kind of doing stuff with him remotely because he needed to find some way to chill. Other than that, I'm at my normal job and I'm just super tired. It's also Asian Pacific Islander month, so I'm with my API group a whole bunch too. So I'm just always doing something somewhere at some point in some time.
All right. So thank you for that, Joe. So before I do get to myself, again, we always want to shout out those that you can see us on all those places as well. I am talking about APR TV. APR TV is an app that's on the Roku channel device as well as Amazon Fire. Trust me, along with our shows, you will definitely not be disappointed. So definitely check out APR TV when you get a chance. Also, BlurStation.com. Again, guys, this site is getting ready to launch pretty soon. You do not want to be left behind on a streaming service with content for us, by us. Movies, television, music, you name it, can be found there. $10.99 a month to stream Blur Station, and Blur Station can be streamed on all smart devices. Also, you can check us out, the Get Bit Podcast, on our YouTube page. Simply type in the GB Podcast, and we're the first thing that pops up. Very proud about that. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button at any time, guys. If you've already done it, thank you. And if this is your first time watching, please subscribe. Subscribe and hit all those great things. Why? Because it helps us fight the algorithm. It helps us get into more places at the same time, guys. None of this support cannot be done without you guys. So thank you all that's doing that. Please take advantage of it. Also, check us out on Spotify as well at the Get Bit Podcast. So our podcasts are also audio-based only. So in case you don't want to watch it visually, you can listen to us audio on Spotify as well. Also, check out Blurred's Eye View, another spot that myself, Tafari, and other podcast brethren, some that have been on the show, also have been on there. Of course, you can definitely check them out, Blurred's Eye View on YouTube. What is also great about this, that if you go down to the bottom, thanks to Tafari, you can actually follow everybody here. Room full of blurs, as she was doing her Lego Mando Starfighter build-up not too long ago. You can definitely check her out in her show every Sunday at 7 p.m. as she covers indie comics. Geek by Heart. They're currently Jay and Laney are in construction mode right now, but trust and believe once they're back up, the reviews are going back, the gameplay is coming back, but in the meantime, subscribe and notify so that way when they are live, you will know it. Tafari TV Gaming, Tafari TV's second gaming channel. This man plays modern and retro games and does it on a treadmill, does it on an exercise bike. I don't know about you, but if that doesn't scream multi-hand-eye coordination, nothing does. But definitely check him out at his gaming channel. He did just cover Shredder's Revenge just a few hours ago there as well. Of course, us here at the Give It Podcast, another show, How the Frack We Got Here. Navy Montello, BlurryCon Speaks. Shoko, who covers looters, shooters. Lord the Culture, that covers video games and Hollywood news. Of course, Tafari TV himself. You can definitely like, share, and follow us all over from this page. Also, notwithstanding, Whoop-de-freaking-do and Fresh Press by Z. Definitely check her out and her nail artist on, because the woman is an artiste if you are looking to get your nails did. Whether it be man or woman, we don't judge. The woman's got talent. That's all I'm saying. As far as myself, guys, my personal social, Black_Spartan615, you can definitely follow me there. I usually talk to everybody. Just don't make it weird. I don't want to get the habit of blocking people. At the same time, guys, mental health is everything, just as important as your physical. Please take advantage of the services that are out there to actually help you, because it's okay to not be okay, but at the same time, guys, please reach out for help. It is there if you need it. Men, men, no longer excuse. Go to the doctor. It's not that hard. Not just for physicals. Get everything checked out, because as we get older, there's going to be some things that we're not going to like that has to get done. You're just going to have to do them. Suck it up and find a way. At the same time, guys, the rules still do apply at cons because con seasons come back in full swing. So respect the cosplayer. Cosplay is not consent. Please treat people like human beings. Again, when it comes to whether it's women, it's either men or women that are cosplaying, the rule is simple. Show respect or get stomped out. Your choice. Rule number 2 is hygiene. Water, soap, deodorant, all those great things are needed because if you haven't noticed, the hantavirus has come back. And there's a ship out there right now full of people, and we're having Outbreak, the live game being played right now. So again, guys, along with that and the common cold still going around, please make sure that you're clean from head to toe along with clean clothes, and we'll all be better for it. The last rule that I have for myself that I have for everybody else, be nice, be kind, talk, share, discuss, invite people to your fandoms. Don't be a dick, and if you're going to BlurCon next year for the Slam event, don't dress up like Hogan or you will get jumped. Outside of that, guys, this is the weekend. We understand people want to enjoy themselves. Please be smart. Make smart decisions. Go home happy. Nobody wants to be in jail over the weekend or see a bail bondsman because trust me, it's not fun. That being said, we'll hopefully be back here, guys, next Friday, same Get Bit time, same Get Bit channel with news and trailers of the week. But outside of that, fellas, any last words we call tonight?
According to Joe, go see Mortal Kombat 2.
Joe?
Go see Mortal Kombat 2. Be moderately entertained.
Moderately entertained.
And if you missed the comic book day, call your shop. See if they still have books. A lot of people got a lot more stock than just for the day. They might still have some stuff left over.
Fair enough. Like the man said, you never know. You may have missed out on free comic book day, but you might not have missed out on free comics. But definitely check them out. That being said, I've been Spartan. He's been Safari. This has been Jay. He's been Show Guy Joe. This has been the Give It Podcast for tonight, guys. Do thank you all for watching. Please take care of yourselves, and I promise we will get through this. Live long and prosper, guys. We are out. Enjoy your weekend. Please be safe. Peace.